Did you watch the new one?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 6 of Galaxy of Crime. We're excited to be back once more.
Hello.
Yes. 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. That's a record, at least a tied record.
Yeah.
We might even break it one day. You never know.
You
don't know.
We're making it happen. But for now, we're going to pick back up on the wheel inside Sudoka's workshop.
That's right.
And before we get to the action, we're going to have everyone roll Destiny points.
Oh, that's right. Ooh,
I feel
baby,
a
baby.
double light side coming, my friend.
Okay. Ooh,
One light side.
One light.
One dark.
Wow,
Balance it
one
out.
dog.
It's a tradition every time. And I didn't roll for morality.
Too light!
This chapter.
So was last
We
one.
don't leave
Yeah.
So I was
Trucker.
reading people's
Too
minds
light?
and stuff
Too
last
light.
time.
Nice.
Too loud if we can.
Okay.
I think I did that.
Yeah, we'll do it after
What'd you
this
get?
chapter.
One dark. Yeah, so did I.
One dark. Hey, look, that's okay.
You got too light?
I did that last week too. I seriously did. I
did.
flicked it in.
It's a good,
It's a balanced pool.
Very
The
bad. Bruce
force.
Lee would be pleased.
Did you get a light as well?
Dark.
Yeah.
I'm feeling
I
a
like
little.
that. I like that.
Because we're
As
decent people.
Yeah, decent human
the
beings.
4 of you,
Yo.
having retrieved
The Datacron.
Kalos Valve's encrypted.
Yeah, we had some scrub hacker who couldn't even open it, so now we got to find the guy who made it.
If only he had his scrambler key fully functioning.
Huh, yeah, it's weird. Wonder who read
Yeah,
it.
I don't know why we couldn't open it.
I'm very sorry.
I wonder if we're going to get railroaded here anyway.
I'll never tell.
No.
Curiosity
I
killed
don't
the
think
cat
so.
and my reputation, so.
So, as you
The
guys
cat.
attempted,
The first 2 minutes,
cat.
you're just already starting with the pun.
Yeah.
it's Maude.
You start after the 6-minute mark. We had a deal.
Yeah, then you secretly love it, and you'll start doing it.
Damn.
So where are we on our ship now?
No, so as you guys were leaving Sudoka's workshop, the doors opened, and about a dozen security guards, led by a strange protocol droid, approached, clearly blocking your exit.
Come on, a
and
dozen?
What kind of protocol droid?
You actually would not recognize its make. It doesn't seem to be like a standard factory line protocol droid.
I think
says-
you underestimate.
On behalf of the station administrator and myself, I am here to have a conversation with you regarding your current business and your infringing of wheel security.
Whatever it looks like, we certainly didn't do it.
Well, I'm quite convinced of the contrary. Don't worry, you are under no threat. I'm simply seeking to have a conversation with you, as is the station administrator.
I push Auroch forward.
And I take a step back.
What is it you need to discuss? Oh, sorry, I forgot my Auroch voice. What is it you need to speak with us about?
Well, that is rather private business that the administrator would like to discuss with you in private. But, and he kind of looks up for a second, and you see the security cameras just shut down.
I like this guy.
I am Master Com, Station Administration System.
I am Master Auroch, and it's fantastic to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Auroch.
And Melloul, hi.
Hello, yes, I am familiar with your crew. There is Elway
haven't
and Aleph and Phobin and also Mora. And he steps aside, and you see Mora behind some of the security guards, not in
What up, girl?
cuffs or anything, just standing there.
I signal to her.
Mora smiles
Yeah.
with her eyes only.
Mora's got some new equipment after her
Her little excursion.
little excursion.
Well, very well. Let
Large
us.
backpack on her back and
So
a
he
hose
lowered the cameras.
next to it. He says, "Now, see, I am rather plugged in to everything that happens within my premises, and
Him doing puns.
your code breakers' clever idea to piggyback off of my systems was awfully arrogant, as I was able to detect a rather large energy emission relating to that.
It's not out in the open, is it?
I
What?
imagine Eloise probably.
Yeah, I can't. Just because it's here don't mean it's
All right.
here.
So what he
To a powerful
chose to
device that
use
I
your
believe
energy?
to be here.
and you're angry at us.
Oh,
Is he not a resident
I
of
am
your wheel?
not angry. I am an artificial life form and do not feel such feelings.
That's sounds nice.
Why,
fact, if
why don't you
anything-
want to question the man who actually used and had the infringement of the wheel's rules?
There
gotta
is no
sell 'em.
questioning necessary. He, as one of the resident shop owners of the wheel, has broken the terms of his arrangement here and will be quickly vacated from
This
this
poor
space
guy.
station.
This poor. I feel terrible.
You guys want to,
Can he bunk with you?
Well, let's not go that far.
You guys can share tech secrets.
I don't want to pull the shit.
Oh, if I can throw him some credits though or something.
Giving him a red cent? Are you crazy? No chance. Should we follow this droid?
See,
May I see the device?
Mara
in
doesn't
question?
seem worried.
should we show? He asked for the device. Should we show him? We're talking to a computer.
Talk
But
to the
there's
droid.
humans with him. What is the race of the people around him?
There's
Are
about
they-
12 humans with
We
him.
can do that
Do
behind.
they look
in
like
safety.
they're just here to do a job,
Station
or are
security
they
officers.
angry, rough?
Don't seem angry at all.
ruffians?
Their weapons are out, but not like raised. They're just
Are they like mall cops, or are these like legit?
no. These are legit station security officers.
Is it full
like,
block?
And
this
how far away is
real
your ship?
security.
We're all thinking.
Your ship?
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, a couple hours through the station.
A couple of hours.
It's a big freaking station. One of the
Like
biggest
park
stations.
on the
in
wrong side of Vegas. What's happening?
Quadrant 4, man. It's the distance.
Jesus.
We can do it when we're all sitting down having that conversation. We don't have to do that here.
As you prefer.
Wait, why can't we just step inside here and do it here?
Well, we can.
Where's
But
your office closer to our ship?
the station administrator does not leave the executive tower.
Mara doesn't seem worried.
Can't
If
he-
she's not
can't he
concerned, I'm
hollow
not
us?
concerned.
He
Yeah,
could,
same.
but such conversations are best kept privately. You've already seen how easy it is
Well,
for.
aren't you the master comm? Can't you make sure they're private since you know everything and
Indeed.
see everything?
But the station administrator
Sounds
prefers
like you're not
to
confident in
do
your own
his
abilities.
business in
He doesn't
person.
have confidence. He's a robot.
Exactly.
Guys, I think we should be cooperating at this stage.
So we have to go across the station.
I will be bringing you to the luxury deck.
There's 12 guards. There's more of them than us.
Let's go.
Let's follow him.
Do not take it as a sign of intimidation. I simply wish to ensure your safe
I
and
just
secure
hold up-
passage to
I
the
just hold
luxury
up
deck.
4. I could take out 4 easy.
Well, I can take out. What's the symbol for half? I have a blaster pistol.
You could take a lot of them out.
Yeah, I have new
But
bows.
we
guys.
are 2
Arrows,
hours away
sorry,
from our
same
ship.
bow.
So
arrows.
I just shrug and say,
Wait, this is funny. Are we gonna kill him?
No!
I thought we were going with him.
Cooperation.
I'm down to roll with him, but
May I see the device, or would you like to show it to me later?
We can show it to you in private later.
Understood.
nice.
I agree with her.
what's your interest in the device? Let's talk and walk.
Well, probably not best to do it where prying ears can
You
listen
were
in.
just about to look at it here.
Yes, it is a private chamber. The only person here is Sudoka, who will soon be leaving the station for perpetuity.
Is he with him?
Sudoka's still inside, and he's just like, what did I get myself into?
Where
And
is
I
he
mouth, I'm sorry.
He's not, he's just
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
going? Where is he going?
performative apology.
Gotta hit the bricks.
So
Let's go. Off we go.
Great. And the station security kind of spreads apart to like flank you, kind of like an escort. And he leads you forward, and you all reunite with Mora, who is separated on the other side of the security, and continue.
Mora
forward.
almost hugs Elway, but then gets a little weird and walks away and just nods happily.
do you have any... I saunter over to her and just kind of side voice. Do you have anything to get her out?
She's not in any.
Handcuffs.
Oh, you're not?
She's not. That's why I was saying we don't need to worry, because she's not worried.
Oh.
She wasn't
Right.
restrained.
She's still got all her weapons on her. In fact, she's got a new like
Weapons.
heavy backpack with a hose attached to it.
A hose? You're a Ghostbuster now?
I am a Ghostbuster.
That's sick!
Yeah, I was wondering why you were more concerned. I was like, why is he so concerned? She's good to go. She even smiled. She was like, no, I'm good.
She nearly hugged me.
Can I ask this droid a question?
Yeah.
What's the name of the supervisor on this station?
Grayshade is the station administrator.
You're going to have to say that again, Michael.
His name is Grayshade.
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 Oh, like a shade of gray.
Indeed.
Cool.
I
Your
didn't know she
comprehension
was
of
listening
basic
in on our
is-
conversation.
My skin is technically a light shade of gray, so.
That's fantastic. You
What's
can't
this
charm a
luxury
droid.
deck like that we're going to?
From what I understand, people
It
such
is.
as yourselves quite enjoy the luxury deck. It has many luxury amenities, including casinos and hotels, and kind of tilts his head and looks at your weapons, gladiator fighting pits,
I'd love to check it out.
Well.
and of course the executive tower, where all of
be
the
placing
station's
some more bets this
management
Like a
is
lot of
located.
fun.
I gagged to myself.
What did you do?
None of this interests me.
Are there trinkets?
Gladiator fights. Gladiator, man. I've seen you fight.
Memory
Make
board.
a fortune on you.
He starts leading you out of quadrant 4 as you walk through the hangar deck, which you've now spent a little bit of time in over the last few days, and continues to say, you have no reason to be alarmed. If anything, this will be a profitable relationship.
Aren't they always?
We try. And leads you forward, and you see as you guys leave the immediate section where Sudoku was in, another group of security guards going towards him.
Oh man, that sucks.
Aren't you happily escorting us, I see?
Yeah, and you guys cross paths with them, and they start leading you towards the center of the wheel. So there is this outer ring, and it connects through rather large hallways to a center, like spherical pillar, essentially, in the center of the. Well, more like this. That is Centauri.
So in a sense, we're going to be
But-
closer to our ship now.
No, because you guys are docked on the outer
Oh, we're
ring.
getting closer to the good stuff, the fancy stuff.
There is a checkpoint there where you see the people who are paying for essentially day passes to spend time inside the
This
wheel.
is where we're supposed to be.
Some of them spending quite a bit of credits just to get access or enjoy different luxuries within all you can eat, all you can drink, that sort of thing.
Influencers.
Influences.
Hey.
Yeah. Or people
Watch
trying to be with quite dressed up. A lot of people who are quite clearly not suited to this area, but have tried to clean themselves up, waiting awkwardly in line. Many of which
I
get
can pick them out of the crowd.
turned
easily.
away. Indeed. But when Master Com comes with the security guards around, the security guards who are at the checkpoint immediately clear a path. Everything gets held up, and you guys just get brought through with no inspection, nothing. And you see that most people here don't
Master
tend to
Horak
carry
here,
a ton of
yes, good
weapons
to see you.
inside, whereas you all are rather well armed comparatively.
Nice.
Continues to lead you in the luxury deck. Now, unlike the kind of slightly dirty exterior hangar decks, here everything is spick and span, completely clean, bright, shining metal, and you see essentially like a Vegas Strip style massive casinos. It seems like there's only a few major establishments here within the luxury deck, and then a lot of like smaller residences that are likely rented out or things like that for people who stay
Space
here.
B&B.
Space B&B. Exactly.
Space Tower.
Air Basilisk and Bith. Yeah, exactly. And you continue forward to the center of it all, where there is a tall executive tower. The executive tower seems to be maybe 30 floors.
You know, if your
much closer
supervisor
are
would
we
be willing
now
to wait like
to
18
where our
hours,
ship
I could get some gambling in.
Not any closer
I'm
than I
afraid
thought.
that Gratier does not like to be made to wait.
No,
How long have we been walking to get to this area?
Probably
It's
about
still 2
3-4
hours from our
hours.
ship.
You're
We've been
further
walking
away
for
now.
3-4 hours? Do
Yeah.
they have
From the
public
ship now.
transportation in
Yeah.
space?
Do we not have like a,
3-4
Leading you
hours
very
walking?
slowly through.
like an
They have a
internal
hyperloop?
speeder? Like a beep beep, important people.
Holy shit.
It's a
Well,
long
you
walk.
obviously don't fatigue. You're a droid.
Okay.
Are you guys getting tired?
No.
I'm not tired.
We've been training
I'm
warriors.
going to make an observation to
Not
them.
gonna lie.
Like, as we're out of earshot, is the person we're going to deal with is probably a control freak because he's not having a sentient henchman. He seems to be surrounded by something he can dominate, like a robot that just does his bidding.
He's-
And whose
He
memory
recluses
he can
himself in a
erase at
tower.
any time and not have to worry about betrayal.
That makes sense.
And we do have another mission.
What are you suggesting? Can you just tell me straight?
We be nice and leave as quickly as possible.
Got
Yes.
it. Roger,
Say whatever we
Roger.
need to
Agreed.
say and then leave.
Got it.
He's actually probably just going to try to either get that from us or
This is great. Let's go.
At this point, you arrive to the Center Luxury Tower. You do see that there are vehicles to transport within and to move more quickly. We just brought you here on foot.
4 hours.
Whether it was torture depends on your state of physical fitness.
When you're in shape like me, it's easy. No, he's good. His cardio's tight.
Cardio's good.
His cardio's tight.
Got cat-like endurance.
That's right.
leads you into the base of the luxury tower and immediately to elevators in the back, one of which seems to scan him, and the security guards wait, and you all are essentially motioned to enter the elevator with him, all but 2 of the security guards waiting outside.
Step in.
Okay.
See, it's not that bad. Let's go.
You climb inside. Now the 5 of you, the master comm droid, and 2
So we're
security
going above
guards.
the luxury deck now.
You're
Up to
going
the tower.
within the luxury deck in like higher on the floors of the tower.
To the good stuff.
Yeah. Deck is maybe like not the perfect word for it, but that is what it is called. It is ultimately much more of like an environment, an area, as opposed to just a flat deck.
I know it's
The Canto Blight holodrama?
It's like a contained
Yeah.
cruise ship.
the pamphlet.
Yeah, essentially. But a huge one, like one of the biggest in the galaxy. And as you are led all the way up to the 29th floor, you reveal the doors open, revealing to you a ornate, well-decorated, but not garish, not like trims of gold, just very well-decorated. Lots of fine art. You see statues and of just various like creatures that are immaculately sculpted, and couches with luxurious fabrics. And Mastercom steps inside and motions to one of the couches for you to sit and says,
Wow, it's so pretty.
Greyshade has been alerted to your presence and will be joining us shortly.
Now,
The elevator.
when he comes in, we don't just scream hello. We don't just say yes to whatever he says. We wait, we think,
Yeah,
and then we speak.
I love it.
Maybe it's time for a bathroom break.
For just her.
I don't even have to tinkle.
Are you certain?
Oh, I gotta go bathroom.
Always good to try.
I'm sure if
Only
I
if you
use
feel
the
you'll
force.
only if you feel you'll lack some self-control. Otherwise, by all means, stay.
Now that you are here, may I see the device?
When your friend arrives.
He didn't say.
I have been instructed to inspect it before then.
You've just been instructed by my friend to bring your supervisor
Inspected how? Because we can show it to you. But
That is all that I ask.
I don't want you to touch it, please,
Exactly.
sir, Mr. Calm.
That is
Sure. You can.
amenable.
Stay calm and carry on.
You must understand, it has already been plugged into my systems.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here he is. So pretty, my son.
Good. Simply needed to confirm that it was here and present.
Got it.
Much appreciated. From what I understand, the Doug known as Sudoka was exerting quite the effort to attempt to open and unlock this
Poor little
device. Correct?
Yeah.
That's
That's
correct.
what you're telling us, yeah.
The
Good cop, bad cop over here.
It doesn't seem like anything was able to be found. The Doug did not have much luck. At least I did not detect any influx of data from its analysis, except for, and a small kind of projector out of its eye shows the shifting hexagon signature of Kalos Val.
That's where we're at with it. Do you recognize that, sir, Mr. Calm?
Oh, yes. Well, from the cameras within Sudoka's workshop, you had mentioned that this belonged to Kalos Val, who was believed to be dead. But
I
You
have
believe to the
never
contrary?
heard of the name before.
there is no need to engage in deceit.
Oh.
Like I said, I am quite aware of almost all that goes on here on the station.
This place is crazy.
And I am not looking to punish or exert any negative influence on your situation. In fact, that looks to be rather valuable. I am a rather complex machine and always interested in technology that can help facilitate the further development of my systems.
Sadly, this technology is not for sale, my good man.
I think we should trust
Are
him.
you sure? The wheel deals in quite large sums of credits.
How much are we talking, Mr. Calm?
Son of a bitch.
Well, the hollow communication you engaged in with an off-world party, unfortunately we were not able to trace the conversation, seemed to be for 40,000 credits, correct?
I neither confirm nor deny.
The wheel is prepared to offer you 80.
Make it 100.
Easy. That
You
would be a
have a
decision
debt.
we would all make
You
together.
have
She's
a
right,
debt.
120.
That's more information than anyone needs to know. So
I'm
again,
just talking-
bathroom breaks are fantastic.
At this point, Gray Shade is entering, correct?
Not yet. 80,000 credits is
You said you wanted to look
Quite
at the
a
item
nice
and then
sum.
we'd meet your friend. You've looked at the item and now.
There won't be any negotiation for anything until he arrives.
fair enough.
Guys, let's
And
see how
kind of
much
nods
we
and steps aside. And then the elevator, the same one that you came through, opens up,
Comes down.
comes down, and a man, older man, probably in his
Knew it.
60s, human, complete grayish hair, very coiffed and gelled, beard trimmed to a sharp, sharp line.
It's John Townsend.
Steps inside.
Father?
Welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Hi.
I understand these welcomes can sometimes be rather forward or abrasive to your sort, but I appreciate you not causing too much of a ruckus.
We're not looking to cause any ruckus at all.
Don't
Good.
even mention.
I like keeping things here on the wheel as calm as possible.
Is that why you named your droid Calm? Darn.
No, his
Darn,
name
guys,
is...
darn. I couldn't even finish
At
it.
least you knew. No, at least you knew. So I respect you for at least letting that one die. Yeah,
Master
that-
Com here is the master computer system of the wheel. Quite a useful partner in the running and operation of this station.
Yes, you seem to have quite an interest in some of our property. At least your droid does.
Well, yes. Master Com brought that device to my attention, and I am always looking to help Master Com in its development as best as I can.
We understand. What is it you need from us?
Well, I actually don't need much from you, besides hopefully offering you the credits for that device.
What do you want to do with it, mister?
Well, I was hoping to give it to Mastercom here, and once it's unlocked or anything to that extent, maybe it would serve to further optimize his programming, allow him to control a greater degree of droids and increase the station's security. I quite relish my safety and independence from Imperial control, and improving Mastercom's abilities to run this station will only help with that.
Go on. He's talking nerdy to me, guys.
Even if it was for sale, it
Right.
isn't available at the moment.
Several
presently.
questions.
I
How do you
understand.
plan to open it?
Oh, I don't. Mastercom, and Mastercom says,
You've evicted the one person who could open it.
Mastercom says, Sudoka did not seem to be able to open the device. From what
Only
I understand,
because
you
he
are
lost
looking
his
for
tool.
Kalos Val?
No, we're looking for a tool.
He plays a recording of you guys talking about Kalos Val inside
Because he
Sudoka's
lost
workshop.
his tool.
Unfortunate, but
So
we must
maybe if
deal
you
with...
give him his place back and give him a tool,
He played
we
a
can open it,
video?
get the information.
How
we
did
need
you
and
just
sell
say a
this to you.
video of our conversation at Sudoku?
You guys
Everything's
have
being
cameras in the
recorded.
bathrooms.
The
Of
security
course.
cameras.
So you have access to everything on this planet.
I am the station.
Jeez.
That's amazing.
What a response.
That is so cool.
So if you broke, what would happen to
What
this
kind
planet?
of droid?
If this
Yeah.
broke,
You, yeah.
another side closet opens up and you see two other similar droids step out. They all speak simultaneously.
Oh, shh.
Well, then simply we would move to another form.
What are you?
I am an advanced droid.
What kind of droid?
I am a space station.
I agree with your earlier sentiment. We should get out of here quick.
Who built you?
That is not pertinent to this conversation.
Can I roll to learn anything about this droid?
It looks like a normal droid.
Shut up.
Ultimately, you'd have to be taking it apart to pick out any details. And
I
even
would-
then, there doesn't
I
seem
would
to be
say
any
we should
devices.
step over here to confer with my group, but you're probably just going to spy on us, right?
Well, not
We
intentionally,
have no
but
secrets.
yes.
Your words
Do you
are
read
mine.
lips?
I don't know whether to love you or to run from
I don't,
you.
but the droid probably does.
All right, we'll attempt for some privacy over here. And I gestured everyone to come over.
Gray Shade just kind of watches you all step aside. He says, it's a simple exchange of credits, nothing too complicated. You finish your mission, and then I pay you.
Give us
We
one
just
moment.
have to-
We're gonna get really close together. So
Goes
our
over to the
faces are
board.
like this close, okay? So they can't even.
Tom
This
Brady
is-
in the huddle.
Huddle.
This is inside my personal boundaries.
Our friend Sudoku could open this with a device, right?
I don't think he had
Just
it
get this really and truly just produce a device.
Yeah,
He didn't make it worse. He could still open it if he had the device.
I thought.
We need information out of this,
Yeah,
and
but
then we can
he's-
sell it to them for double the money. and
He's
make
gone.
120.
He's Sudoku. I was
We could also make him
Sudoku.
feel guilty about kicking Sudoku off the ship.
You're gonna make a droid feel guilty?
No, this silver-haired man.
You think he got into power by feeling guilty
No,
and bad about
but
throwing
we can
people
get
out?
Sudoku back his place. We can get him his thing. Sudoku solves our problem. We get the information
I
we
think these
need,
guys
and
are
then we sell the
watching
device to them and go back to Glitch with the information. Isn't that what we need?
Who does Glitch work for? And who does this guy work
Well,
for?
we don't have answers to
None of
that
these people
question.
are
Okay.
reputable.
But also, we don't want to make enemies of these people either, because like if like literally they are showing such a force right now and power that we
I'm
don't
happy-
necessarily.
I'm happy to take a shot.
But
that's for
what do
sure.
we need to give to Glitch? The information, not the device, correct?
Just,
Correct.
yeah.
Anybody else like a drink?
So then
I'll take
we
one.
negotiate to get the information off the
Starts
device.
mixing a few more.
That's what I'm saying is.
I'm happy
if
to
they
try.
have- If they have the tool, which this droid
Yes.
is an awesome droid, I'm sure he could find the tool, he knows everything. We get the tool, we get our guy back in his shop, we get the information out, since he's the one person outside of going on a crazy venture to go find Kellos, whatever, and then we sell this device to them for 100,000 and still make our 40,000.
I say we-
It sounds like this guy's letting us, like, sell it on to Glitch anyway.
There's a high probability he's not gonna take no for an answer.
If I can be real with you guys, that kind of technology is making my knees weak, and I actually worship the ground he walks on now.
Damn it.
Let's get the information off. That has to be non-negotiable for us. That we can still
We're
sell
not
the
gonna double cross
information.
somebody else and
Yeah,
screw somebody.
absolutely
Drinks are ready.
not. It's our.
We just have to be able to.
We'd like lobster. Okay, let's go.
That can be arranged.
And
Hopefully we'll have
let's
something to celebrate.
negotiate on the price as well.
Yes, the price must be over
It's the
100,000.
Dagger eyes.
Yeah.
Break.
Okay. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Hi!
The play clock ran out for sure.
We're back. Hi.
Just kind of a pleasant smile as you all break. Drinks for you did you want one you said?
Well, I felt a little stressed,
Yeah.
but you know
It's
what I get like
alcoholic,
when I
so
drink.
2 alcoholic drinks.
We'll
To you.
cut right to the chase.
That would be
There was
very
a,
good.
a master code breaker type fella, a Doug.
Yes, Sudoku. Master
You know
Con
everything about it.
informed. Well,
Yeah, he
I-
lives
I'm-
here. He's recently evicted. He is the only person that can open it. His tool broke, which is why he couldn't do it. If you could produce the tool, he could open it. We could get the information we need and sell you the device, and everyone's happy.
Master Com interjects and says, I'm afraid that from my understanding, it is not that simple. A slicer's device, scrambler, is a rather custom-built device. It is not something you simply piece together. And from what I've understood of the Datacron, it can only be opened by one Kalos Val. And to be honest, if you are to find this Kalos Val, I would be rather interested in speaking to him as well, as he might have some...
We might not be alive, you hear, sir, Mr. Droid.
Of course.
Listen, what you're asking us to do isn't simply 100,000 for information. You're asking
It
us...
was 80,000.
80,000, whatever your number was. It wasn't just for information. You're asking us to betray our employers.
Grey Shade says, and I think you might have good reason to betray them. Mastercom deals well in the technical side, and I deal more in the human side.
Listen, we're not all
Go on.
Might I
here.
call it? No, well, only 2 of us.
What's up, Dad?
Mastercom, would you give us some privacy?
There is no privacy for Mastercom, is there?
It's a formality. I find myself a little more
Guys,
comfortable
is
without-
Kalos Val
3
on the wheel?
droids.
Do we know that? Or is
We
he-
don't
have
know
no
where
idea.
it is. We have no idea.
We can't find him. We're quite useless about that.
Sudoka is code slicer. Calling him a master might be bit of an exaggeration. The wheel takes all sorts. Lots of business goes through these parts. We've tolerated his presence because he's proven reasonable. But one of his common employers seems to be the employer that has brought you all to him.
Say his name.
Either way, no matter what the response is, discretion is important in our line of work.
Even if that discretion is benefiting the Empire?
Go
Is
on.
it?
Go, yes, explain
I
that.
mean,
Right, well, Glitch is a secretive organization, yes?
Yeah.
One with immense resources that does its work prying technology out from otherwise tumultuous areas, areas that could potentially offer resistance
yeah,
often.
yeah.
The Wheel's relationship with the Empire is tenuous. We maintain our distance through vigilance and quite a large flow of credits. I like keeping my relationship as distant as possible. Glitch is, let's say, one of the arms that the Empire likes to use for itself. It's not common knowledge, and it's not something I'd readily share with you. But Mastercom seems to believe that for whatever reason, the amount of, well, information or power stored within that could be rather integral to my broader ambitions. Our broader ambitions here to be free from the Empire. More
How do we
permanently.
know what you're saying is real?
Yeah. Why should we trust you?
To that, I can't offer you much.
Your word.
My word, if you'd
Credits
like it.
would be
I
kind
don't-
of cool too, I guess.
Credits
Can we
I've offered
roll
already.
to see if he's
I was gonna
being
say,
honest? Can
can
we
I-
tell if he's
Yeah,
deceiving
can I
us?
make a check on his character?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
It
what
would
do I
be
need
a
to
cool
do?
check.
All right, my cool
Oh,
is
he's
cool.
so-
Yeah.
And if you want to look for like a physical tell or something, you can
I'm
make
trying to size
perception.
him up too, because I already came in
So
here
I'll let you
thinking there's
choose
something.
between cool or perception.
I'm gonna do.
So Jeremy,
I've
my
got
cool
good
has
perception.
2 ranks in it.
Yeah,
I'll
so
do
that'll affect
cool.
your pool.
I'll do cool.
Do I get 2 yellows for that?
Can I do?
2 ranks, yeah.
And
Two
like,
ranks.
how
Yeah,
hard is he to
2
read?
yellow.
It's going to be 4 purple.
So swap out 2
Full
greens, yeah.
purple.
If you guys want to flip for this, I'll let you both flip for the same thing, like one flip.
1 flip will count for both of
Yeah,
No,
us?
if
you
you
don't
want
need it.
to.
Let's do it.
Well, he's doing it anyway.
So you do it too.
But you're doing perception, right?
Okay.
I'm doing. Not good.
Oh my god.
Rough.
Oh no, I failed. Don't worry about it. It's a big fail.
It's 2 fail, but a wash on the other jazz.
Okay.
It's fail, 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 threat.
How many threats?
At
2?
least 2.
Okay.
2 fail, 2 threat with that one.
Go ahead and take 2 strain.
From reading it, bro.
Trying to read them as you're trying
Yeah.
Breaks out in a sweat.
trying to determine whether or not he's being honest with you or if he's trying to manipulate you. Unfortunately,
eventually
neither of
use
you
this
are
skill.
able
Good
to
cop,
tell.
bad cop.
I'm gonna talk about the Empire a little bit. He's older, right?
He is older. Yeah. He seems to be about in his
That's not
60s.
How did you feel about the Republic?
I didn't like it much. Too much bureaucracy never sat right with me anyways.
What don't you like about the Empire then?
Similar, and how, they like to kill and subjugate people across the galaxy. I'm not evil, I'm just rich.
Are your interests, are these self-interests or are these more noble interests?
I'm not a noble man. No. I like having my carved out space, and it's taken quite a bit of work to keep the Empire at arm's length. Now,
Individual
with
sovereignty.
How much-
is
rebel
not
activity,
cheap.
How much do you owe in taxes? Let's be real.
it's complicated.
Your individual sovereignty is only going to happen if other people have their sovereignty.
Potentially, but why not create a
Why
place
would
where
the
they could come
Empire
to be
turn a
free?
blind eye to you?
Well,
Unless
the Empire
you're
is rather,
making some type of deal with them.
like I said, I pay them quite a bit, and the Empire is spread thin.
Sounds like you're just as involved with the Empire as Glitch.
I'm trying to be less involved.
I think
You
the
could
goal
help
is
me
to
with
be
that.
completely
What other than
free
money
of the
do
Empire, is
you?
it not?
Absolutely.
What
And
other
would
than
you
money
work
do you
towards
give to
that?
them?
Hang on.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to do now. The further Mastercom systems develop, the more secure we can be from the Empire.
But that's you.
Indeed. And the wheel caters to, well, quite a lot of people. We have many travelers who come here, some who make their lives here, careers, children.
Listen, if what you're saying is true, and the people we work for the Empire, then what you're asking us to do is going to have the Empire chasing us. And you wish for us to do all of that for 80,000 credits.
Makes a great point.
I thought that would go quite a distance.
Help the negotiation.
There's 5 of us.
What about if Glitch doesn't know?
Doesn't know.
We don't need to turn Glitch on.
Oh, I
To
wouldn't.
the fact we know.
No, I wouldn't recommend it. That seems foolish. No, listen, you still have plenty of work to do, clearly. I simply came to make you, well, rather, had you brought here to make you an offer. 80,000 credits. If you're of a negotiating sort, I'm open to talking if we're in an exchange of information. But
And
the
even if-
Empire is no friend. The recent subjugation of Centauris. In fact, well, what do you know about the Melloul sector, the sector we're in currently?
Not much. You have a role in it, correct?
Yeah.
You want to try?
Yes, I do.
And what?
You
The sector of space
What's
that
the
we are
difficulty
currently.
on that road?
This isn't gonna be too difficulty.
It's Outer Rim or
But I'm gonna
Underworld?
give you a boost because you guys have been.
This is it
here
Underworld?
For a little bit?
Yeah, exactly.
Underworld?
Is it Outer Rim
if-
or Underworld?
This would be technically it's mid rim, but Outer Rim would work for it. If you wanted to figure out like from an Underworld angle, you could roll on that. It's up to you.
I would only have one yellow to roll.
Yeah.
3 success and 1 threat.
Okay. So you know that the Melloul sector is a pretty important sector because it's on the Prolemian trade route, which is one of the major trade routes of the galaxy. It's like Centauris, which is that jewel of the mid-rim where you guys had spent some time, right? It's the last stop before the outer rim.
Yeah.
So it ends up being a major trade sector. And recently in the galaxy, the Empire has been not under assault, but like a lot's been going on. There's been word of a rebel alliance and word of, resistance rising up throughout the galaxy.
Hoorah.
Hoorah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said threw up. And Centauris, the world that you were on, you saw a lot of the actual effects of the industrialization there and the way that those worlds tend to be exploited. So that's kind of some of the situation that he's elaborating on. Of
Do
Melloul
we
is
have
kind
knowledge
of,
of a
hotspot.
rebel alliance?
You do know that there is, you would have heard that there's some sort of rebel alliance out and about.
What do you think about the rebel alliance?
He says, well, I find it hard to believe that they'll subvert the Empire, but they are at least keeping their resources rather occupied.
How do you know Glitch?
My association with Master Calm is an involved one. I found it prudent to be on the lookout for anything technologically of interest to him. That has led me to cross, well, not paths, but at least see information surrounding them for...
And you believe Mastercom can open this?
No,
without
I
Talos
do
Val?
not. Master Calm's abilities are many, but they extend rather specifically to the management of this space station. The many droid bodies that he operates, the station's security and defense systems.
If Talos Val was alive, would you have information on where we could find him?
Well, I could certainly look into that.
That would be helpful because we're kind of stuck until that point. Only Talos Val can open it.
Mhm.
And if you can't, and we can't.
And you know that Arlen did say that he was going to look into leads for you already.
For where Callus is at.
Do we know that no other splicer could open this?
As far as what Sudoka told you, from
But that was without a tool.
Sudoka, well, yeah, he believed he could have gotten further with the tool and gotten probably more.
Couldn't we just go to another reputable splicer on your wheel?
Master Com seems to be convinced, from what you can glean, and believes Sudoka that this signature, this complicated signature, probably is something linked to this individual slicer. And from what Eloy knows and rolled last session, like Kalos Val is like one of the legends in terms of this sort of thing. Somebody who's operated since pre-Clone Wars.
And how does Talos feel about the Empire? Where do you
Gray
think
Shade
he would
or
feel?
Kalos?
Well, how would Talos feel?
Kalos Val.
Kalos. Sorry, I
Yeah,
would
that's
want to say
Sorry, I
Talos.
did
No big deal.
Talos.
Uh, Gray Shade doesn't know. He says, your friend here seems to know more about Kalos Val than I do. I'm no expert. I simply...
I wouldn't want to cross Hex.
And you have no lead on where he is.
I thought he was dead.
Well, he
No,
just said
I
we
knew
may
he
be
wasn't
getting
dead.
it from our other employee.
What else
Cool.
do I know about him? I just know that he's not dead.
Cool.
You know, he's
So
not
we
dead,
would
you know,
re-
he's a really good technician.
Do we know his
engineer.
species
I
or
look up to
anything?
him.
We would maintain
I
possession
look
of the
up to him,
holocron
but I
throughout
said-
the discovery process of Kalos.
Well, the datacron, of course, is yours. I seek not to take it off your hands. Simply, if your choice is to bring it back to Glitch or to me, I thought that doubling the offer would suffice.
Could we give it to you and you could copy the data?
Possibly. I wouldn't know. That would come down to Mastercom. Of course, if there's anything of interest in there, I would want an equitable result if there's something that you would find useful, but none of us know.
What if we
lies
open it and it's a dud? Just what?
Just an empty USB.
Right?
What if we open it and it's a dud?
Consider my offer good, regardless.
And does he have any interesting pre-Empire relics in his
You want to take a look?
furnished home? Yeah.
Go
Can I
ahead and
do
take a look.
Perception as
Yeah.
I walk around.
How hard is that?
It's probably going to be... Are you, like, actually properly walking around? You're going to...
Yeah.
I can.
I'll
Okay.
just go aloof from the conversation and just start walking around.
Okay, 2 difficulty. If you're, like, actually
Looking
going to
at
go...
the shelves.
Yeah, yeah, you're going, okay, 2 difficulty.
Shamelessly.
Mega success. That is 2 success and 2 of those ugly things.
Mm-hmm. Threats?
Okay.
Ugly.
As you're walking around, he says, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Empire curios.
Of any sort? Quite a lot happened before the Empire. Rather young organization.
The Jedi fascinate me.
He kind of leans back over the couch
I
and looks
love
at you over
those
your shoulder.
myths.
Myths? Sure, perhaps.
Tales of inspiration.
I'm not much of a
I think.
collector, but I keep interesting things to remind me of, well, older times.
I show him like my little lightsaber repair tool. I was like, I found this.
Like I said, I'm not much of a
Interesting
technician.
mechanical tool.
I suppose maybe more of interest to your friend or Mastercom.
I'm ready to make
But-
a move though.
Yeah, trust more.
Well,
Any texts?
there is something.
What?
Another fee to go find.
he stands up and goes over to a shelf that you're like standing pretty close to,
Okay.
and there's a little box there, and he pops open the box, and inside the box there's a small tube. Never really figured out what this was. Seemed interesting to me. Supposed to be
I'm gonna sense his
related to the Jedi.
feelings right now.
Yeah, he seems genuinely like curious. Like
Okay.
this is kind of just an unsolved thing that he's had around. I thought that one day perhaps I might figure it out. But, well, apparently it's supposed to be relevant to the Jedi initiation process.
Can
I
Aurak
don't really know.
rudely interrupt me? Ah, I see you found something of interest over here after all, Phobin. What are we looking at?
I'm not sure.
Can I do a lore check on it?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Does it look like a crystal?
No, it looks like a metallic tube, probably about like this big.
Oh, it's a housing.
Can I sense any force stuff out of it or no?
Are you gonna try?
Can I try?
You can. I mean, are you making a lore check or are you trying to sense?
I'll do a lore check first just to see observationally if
Okay.
there's anything that, how hard?
Make a 3 difficulty lore check.
I'm gonna
What?
cross these
Wow.
things
Wait,
off
that's a
and- Whoa, you
team
don't know.
decision.
You don't know. Team decision, what is that?
Rough.
You can't spell team with
No.
J-E-D-I.
It is it's one threat.
Your heart
It's a
sinks
wash.
a little bit as you hope to find something. Go ahead and take 1 strain, as unfortunately
Heart sinker.
you don't know what this is.
So, Greyshade,
Yes.
if we're going to do this deal for you, I always found the best negotiations where both sides sacrifice something. We're sacrificing a relationship with whoever it is we're sacrificing, but we'll need much more of a sacrifice from you. 8 is what you're comfortable with, but you need to be a bit uncomfortable for a good deal. So, what price do you think this mission's worth?
I don't think we can accept anything under whatever information is on there that's relevant to our droid plus 100,000 credits.
I have not used this good cop thing. Can I roll it to help his negotiate? I mean,
What
his
does it do?
negotiation's pretty money already. Well, I would have to roll negotiation, but if I have 2 advantage, I can upgrade his.
Then what do you want to
Negotiation.
say that's like good copy?
I mean, he kind of nailed it right there.
Okay.
I'm
fine.
gonna say get uncomfortable.
I'll allow it. I'll allow you. If you want to take 2 strain, I'll allow him to
To just-
yeah.
Cool. Whatever number you throw at,
As
you
you're
have
just
a,
kind of
you have a
standing with
boost.
him, like
Yeah.
And on top of her number, I would like Phobin to receive that. And I point at the tube.
Okay.
And I want to look under the hood of this.
And go ahead and roll a perception check for me with your force die.
With the force. And can I, but I don't,
All right.
he said it's for initiation.
Whatever you roll,
Yvonne. I've
the
never
green will go yellow.
You
heard
don't
of this
know.
in any way. Okay,
Yeah.
force die. What is it?
So go ahead and make a negotiation check.
Yes. And what am I trying to hit you with on this negotiation?
It's gonna be 4 purple, but you're gonna get the boost.
What number are we looking for from him?
You asked for 100K plus
What am I using on this? Cunning?
negotiation.
Negotiation.
For
Negotiation
advantage.
is presence.
For
But
Presence.
no success.
Okay. You rolled dark side.
Oh,
Are you
nice.
tapping into dark
Got
side?
right.
And one of the green goes yellow.
Yeah.
And then I also
Yeah, I'm
have.
frustrated. I tap into the dark side.
Okay. Go ahead and take a point of conflict.
Oh no.
What?
I think he's
But I have
always
4
got dark side.
advantage.
Dun, 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 dun.
With no successes, but 4 advantage, and using the force, you think you can sense something from inside this device.
It just cost you your soul. That's all.
We're gonna have a full Sith with us.
Jesus, the more you learn, the less I'm inclined to stick around.
All right, are you ready for the negotiation roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Bada bing,
Good
bada
cop,
boom.
bad cop.
That's great.
I'm the guy with the hawk.
We good.
No advantages,
6
but
success
6 success.
and 4 threat.
Wow.
Oh whoa.
So what do you think about that deal, Grey Shade, my good man?
I find the deal acceptable. I can't offer you terms for something I don't know the value of. How about we say 120,000? That should cover any surplus. And this too, if it fascinates you, can be yours. And he puts it back in the chest and closes.
And what color is it? It's just like a
It's just like a grayish tube.
tube. It's not like clear with something in it. It's just
I'll say with
clear
4 advantages, as you're looking at it, you do catch like probably a very faded Jedi Order insignia.
Cool.
Shall we put it to a vote?
I.
I'm in.
That's it, my
Yeah.
darling.
If Glitch is working with the Empire, I don't want to work with Glitch anymore.
Same.
Understandable. Grey Shade, I believe you have a deal, unless anyone objects. 120,000, the
Damn.
strange, weird tube that Phobin's so excited about, and we will hunt down Kalos Val.
And bring him back alive if you can, and the Datacron unlocked, and the credits will be yours, and you'll be a welcome guest on the wheel.
You got a bone for us of where we can find Kalos?
Yeah.
Mastercom, and as he calls Mastercom, your communicator rings. And you look at it, and
Arlen?
it's Arlen calling.
Yo. Hey,
Got it right
hey.
here. Arlen, what do you have for me?
If iPhones in this
The Gray Shade goes silent and just kind of watches. And as Arlen calls, he says, "We've been looking into it, and I think we found a couple leads that could be potentially getting you closer to finding Kalos Val and us closer to taking this Datacron, figuring out what's inside and making sure it never sees the light of day and can't be used for any, well, nefarious purposes
By the Empire.
by any party." The first lead, he says, "We found traces of the same communication signature that you picked out, Sudoka managed to find on the Datacron at an old communications satellite orbiting near Centaurus, which is this planet.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, what is that?
It's my lightsaber.
This is dark.
Is that a sword?
Yeah,
Sure looks
It's
like
a
it.
sword.
it's a pointer.
That's a sword.
None of my teachers in high school had one of those things.
I would be
Make me
listening
mad.
a lot more.
It's an old communications satellite, probably been around for centuries, but we definitely detected some trace signatures there. If you investigate, perhaps that'll lead you closer. The other lead we found is a bit more tenuous. There's been, well, it's a little complicated, actually. String of suspicious malfunctions on Nizon, which is this planet. Here?
And so on and so on.
It's been a world in conflict. The Empire runs quite a large slave mining operation there, and many of the security droids and facilities have been malfunctioning oddly. From what we know about Kalos Val's past history, that seems to line up with his MO, a sort of vigilante approach to his slicing.
That's good.
So he's this. If this was him, this is an Imperial slave facility that he's intentionally causing chaos.
The entire world
That's what it would look like.
isn't enslaved or anything like that, but it is home to many insurrectionists, and there is quite a bit of conflict. But well,
And
going
this
in
is more
as you-
recent.
Yes, definitely.
Like
There's
recent,
conflict
like
currently.
This week or recent within a few years.
Like last couple months, there's been a
And
lot of
this
fighting.
is several years old, although it's
This
a
is an old
centuries
satellite,
tower.
but traces exactly.
And Arlen, how does that make you feel, that kind of conflict?
This is well. It seems like it'll make your job a little more complicated.
No, how does that make you feel, Arlen?
She's been drinking.
I've been
Right.
drinking.
Bad cop, drunk cop.
Great. I'm glad you're taking things as seriously as you.
As we always do.
Let me know where you end up deciding to head, and if we can provide any assistance. There's an insurrectionist on Nizon named Lakor Threat. He seems to be rather prominent. I'm trying to see if there might be a way to get you in his good graces. Perhaps that would be an easy way to look further into the situation.
Say his last name one more time.
Threat.
Well, that was easy.
Sounds like a great guy. Let's do that.
Lake or threat.
Is there any other information you have for us? Or is that all?
That's all for now, but I can always call back if there's
Hope
anything
it's
else.
been well.
We'll contact you soon.
Good luck. I hope your preparations on the wheel are finished. The sooner we depart, the sooner we crack open the Datacron and you get your 40,000 credits.
40 big ones, can't wait.
We'll speak soon.
And Greyshade just sits.
Well, I'm sure your Mastercom hacked our links and you heard everything anyway, so
Where would you head?
where would you go?
Well, not personally, but I know of this Lakor threat. It depends more on your specialities. If you're feeling perhaps more technical, the communications satellite, that I actually haven't even heard of that satellite before.
Yeah.
Could be interesting for you to check out. But Nizon is a planet in conflict. You seem awfully equipped. It just depends how much of a mood you are in for trouble.
Well, either way, we have to head to our ship. Thank you.
Yes, and we have a nice 6-hour walk unless you have some sort of better transportation for us.
That was rude, mister.
He kind of
It'll be fine.
leans and looks at Mastercom, and Mastercom just kind of looks
Then we
down.
beam up.
Yeah. He says, "Sorry about that. Mastercom likes to make people walk. I am more of the same mind as you. Of course, a speeder will be provided, and we'll take you back to your
Thank you,
ship."
mister.
We'll keep you updated on our progress, Grey Shade.
And he kind of
Do we have a
nods
direct line
slightly.
of communication to you?
Mastercom will arrange.
And we'll have one to him.
And Mastercom essentially hands you a small data pad, like a small communicator. That's like sole purpose, unipurpose, just for communicating.
Mastercom, have you done stuff to our ship?
Should I have
Have you violated our ship?
violated? No.
Put things on it?
You are inside me, if anything. I am the one being
Ew.
violated.
You always make it so dirty, man. Stop.
It's all the robot.
I'm ready to get off the wheel.
Well, I hope you've had a pleasant stay.
Thank you so much,
Thanks, man.
Master
Thank
Calm.
you for your time.
And he kind of follows you back down to the elevator where the two guards kind of rejoin you at the bottom and pilot you in this speeder with Master Calm still accompanying you all the way back to your ship.
Really quickly, say calm.
Calm.
Say calm.
Calm.
See?
Calm.
Yeah, but no one says calm.
Callum. Callum.
Calm.
Yeah. Calm and calm sounds the same in your language, guys. Your accented
Our language.
words.
Say
So-
13.
As you return.
Shut up.
Say pasta.
Pasta.
She didn't say pasta. You were hoping for pasta.
You said say
That's
pasta.
English. They go pasta.
Yeah.
Pesto?
Pasta.
Pesto? Anyways, as you guys climb back on the ship.
13.
Yeah.
5:30.
You know that SpongeBob? 7 years later.
7 years later.
Yeah, exactly. As you guys
Okay.
climb back upon the Volantis,
Yeah.
your gear sold off, potential deal with Master Com, Glitch having provided you with some information.
I pull Mora aside, and I hand you a thermal detonator and 5 stun grenades to your inventory.
5 stun grenades.
I hand you a
The whole time, Maura and I have been, this whole conversation, we've just been
Remember,
standing at the back
Each
ready.
grenade is one encumbrance.
You can
Is
leave as
it?
many as you want on the ship.
One grenade is one cup.
Or you can spread them out. You can give them out, whatever
Yeah.
you want.
That's insane.
I would
That's
take
how they
one.
do it
I
with
would
the
take
small
one if I
items.
could.
Like data pads are one encumbrance, like all this stuff. Yeah.
You said it's
So it's like a person can
it's
hold 8
5.
grapefruits.
I gave you 5
Yeah.
stun grenades and 1 thermal detonator. To do with what you wish.
Now,
Where are we gonna?
may I have your assistance? You see me get really excited. I come over
Yeah,
with
right. We're on the ship.
He's
do
giving
we
you the
have-
eyes. He's giving you the hey.
Do we have time to heal?
It depends. It's up to you. I mean,
Um,
it's a couple days.
Sounds like
yeah,
a good
path of
hyperspace,
least
either way.
resistance or straight to battle.
Her computer skills are insane,
Yeah.
and it's a chance at redemption, or balls to the wall, hack and slash, kick ass.
This seems more active. That's maybe simpler.
I say we knock out simple first just to rule out that as an option and
Yeah, we might learn something before we go. Into
exactly.
I'm happy to do
and that
that.
we'll have time to heal whatever we need.
I don't mind being in the minority, but I will vote active.
I was gonna vote active, but if we're just gonna go here, not get involved in any side BS or gambling, we're just gonna do it.
I'm sorry,
go.
did you just say gambling is BS, man? What's wrong
At
with
this
you?
point, there's $120,000.
It's called built
Leave me
smoothie.
here for a
Plus
week.
40,000.
I'll double our winnings, man.
So
Just
let's
give me
get
1 week.
Get 160 and then double that.
We'll
did
go
we
to
get
the
that
satellite.
2,000 from Arlen for finding Sudoka, by the way? Or did that
Did we
turn into
get paid
something
for that?
else? We were supposed to
It
get
was to get it
2,000.
unlocked, but we haven't got it unlocked
Yeah.
yet. Yeah, we
No, it
s-
was
no,
more
that
than
was-
that.
Oh no, we spoke with him. Did we get our money from him?
The
We spoke with him.
2,000.
Yeah.
He,
I don't-
if we'll say that he.
We
wanted
did
you
because
to
I put my
2K.
money up to 12 and now
I think
it's up to
last
13.
time I've been confused and thought it was folded into the stuff that he paid you previously.
Mhm.
But
Oh.
if it was 2K,
I'll take 2K.
yeah, you
Okay.
have that to the
Shoot.
group
So
loop.
put it in the groupie. Now we're gonna get on the ship and we're just gonna go.
Yeah, but while we're in the hyperspace for 2 days, it sounds like we're going to be healing. So my strain is
Yes.
gone.
Strain will evaporate.
So what about my crit? Can I get into the thing?
The back to tank.
Yeah.
Clean
So
yourself
where
up.
are you guys setting course?
Do you need
We're
this?
gonna go to the easy
The
planet.
space
Old
station.
communication satellite.
The old communication satellite.
Wounds
Okay.
you have to heal or wounds heal over time?
Wounds you either have to heal or you heal one a night.
How injured are you?
Oh, so I've
4 out of
healed my.
12, a third.
I have one.
Unless you want to go in the back to tank. But right now, who's jumping in the back to tank?
I've got a crit.
Yeah, she's.
You.
Okay,
It's a very-
So on the day she's
I'm jumping
there,
in the bathroom
Could you look
tank.
at
I'll be right
my?
back.
got it.
Could you look at my armor?
I think while I'm just hanging out on the
Yep.
ship, I lose 2, so I'm happy to do
Oof.
that, and then I
Okay.
can help
Nice.
out.
So you'll lose 2. Everyone recovers 2 wounds. All your strain is gone.
All right, my wounds are gone. I had a nice nap over.
Mora, you can go ahead and roll
So
for
this
one of your
is
crits.
superior.
So you roll your
Plus that, yeah.
resilience against the severity of the crits.
I had a nice dream.
And Maude, the first day, you can work on Phobin's armor,
Yep.
adding the superior plating to the commander.
Jedi armor. Now, what
armor.
does superior plating
The
offer?
superior plating, yep, which
Let's
will increase
go.
your soak by 1 and reduces the encumbrance of that armor by 1.
That's cool.
Okay,
Alright,
so
what's
it
my roll?
increases my soak,
Yeah,
superior,
What was that roll for?
healing in the back to tank.
and how many mods? How many hard points did that take?
No, 1, I think.
1. So
Let
I
me
still
pull it
have
up.
other.
I'll make sure.
What happened?
I have 3 success.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Okay, so you heal that crit, and you would also heal the rest of your wounds over
So
that
we're
one
heading
night.
to this
You're
big
heading
girl?
near there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not quite.
What's my roll for?
Just a
so-
small satellite. Sure.
What's my roll for Phobin's armor?
There is no roll. It's just some time because it's an attachment. It just slots in.
It just slots in.
Fresh. So, my
Make sure you note
soak,
that it's superior, by the way, and its description.
yes.
Does anyone else need any modding?
Um,
If it just slides right in.
and now, oh, I see what you did. So now the
count.
soak on the armor goes to 3. Now
You're
my
definitely
master
exaggerating.
soak
Oh,
goes to.
You can make
Does
your
anyone have like
mouth do
a
that.
permanent
Yeah.
marker or a heavy marker?
we can do everything now.
Or just your thick marker there? I use
The
that.
expo?
Yeah, that will help me just.
Horribly.
have a Sharpie.
I'd love to learn.
Oh.
I think LinkedIn's so
Now I have
sexy.
7 soak.
Wow.
I did.
Someone's tanky.
That's what I'm trying to do.
What?
Tanky.
Good to get up there with your blade. Does anyone else need any modding?
I might. Let me see what I have.
Because if you don't, I'm going to work on Dinks. By the way, I have a second droid.
Okay.
I have a second
Go ahead and give me an astrogation check
droid. Okay.
to set
Oh,
course.
Tinks and Dinks.
Yeah.
Aww.
Tinks is souped up. She's a fighter now. Pew, pew. Okay. Astro.
And
What's the
Are we there
what's the
yet?
difficulty
We haven't
on
done
that one?
anything. We took a splash in the back to tank.
What's the
Nice.
difficulty on that one?
2 difficulty, but I'm gonna flip
Oh,
one.
someone's modifying
Turn
it.
it purple to red. Would you move that over to
Oh.
Centauri?
You got that one?
Oh, careful, don't. Nope.
We're gonna have a dogfight?
I actually do want to add some
You can get on the guns.
things on.
Fuck.
These are things that I wanted,
Oh,
and I started the
jeez.
things that I had. So
Okay.
can
Which ones?
Shit. Shut up.
for the blaster rifle. Can I get a custom grip
Like, look at all that.
4 success.
and
Yeah, and then. Does 4 success cancel out of?
Nope.
Why not?
Full despair.
I got 4 success and an advantage and a despair. That damn red that you flipped on me.
It's a slap in the face.
That's a DM's dream right there. All right.
how many mods can you put it for me?
However, it depends on the mods. Well, those are attachments, so
Oh.
it just depends on the hard points of the item.
I haven't. The hard points of the weapon.
Yeah.
Well, but how many can I ask? I mean, like, I know what my max on the weapons are. Like, I can get 1 more for my Rick Blade, and I can get 4 for my blaster rifle. But I want 1 more for my Rick Blade, and I just didn't know how much she's capable of doing for me.
In the
right
amount
now.
of time.
Yeah. Oh, got it. Probably just a couple more because the first day she was working on the superior armor, and that would
Okay,
take a
and
long
I'd
time.
love the serrated edge for the Rick Blade. I'd love a custom grip for my blaster rifle, and maybe an integrated scanner.
They love you.
Anything else?
They love you well.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
So the serrated edge is 50 credits, and that's 1 hard point. Mod, if you wanna.
Okay,
Mod it up.
I'm not paying credits.
I got the money.
Okay. What else did you need?
A custom grip for the blaster rifle and an integrated scanner.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
And so the serrated edge gives you vicious +1. Did you know?
Serrated edge, vicious.
So when you crit, you're adding 10 now. What to that roll?
Okay, okay.
And then the grip. Where is it?
Get a grip, man.
I can't find it.
Get a
The
grip.
custom grip.
I don't know where it is. It's not in here. Custom grip.
Get a grip.
Custom grip is 500.
Wow.
And it removes 1 setback die from all checks you make with the weapons, but it adds 2 setback die for other people to use it. We can get you the details over the
Okay.
break. And that has more mod options. But we'll roll on that during the break and stuff.
Okay, can I also get the integrated scanner for the blaster rifle? How much does that cost?
One day I'm gonna have you mod something for me.
One day.
I talked my way out of trouble, girl. I don't need violence.
Same. I haven't had anything modded.
I don't need
What
violence.
about that bow?
That wasn't modded.
Accuracy? Get a bonus every
The
time you
integrated
use it?
scanner
I shoot that
requires
thing
2
pretty
hard
well.
points.
You should
Requires
get
2
extra
hard.
dice.
Oh, shit, it does.
Why would
Okay,
you
that's
not
fine.
have her help?
Yeah, you still have enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
don't wanna owe
I've only got
anybody
1 hard point on there.
And that's for a
You
ranged
get
heavy
extra
weapon?
dice, man. Good.
Yeah, for the blaster rifle.
Okay,
I have
so
a
that's a
weak blaster.
675.
Because right now
Yeah,
my
awesome.
thing is
675?
Yep.
3 on
So I'll make
3,
sure to
so
give you
3
the,
yellows every
Wow,
time I shoot.
that's cool.
So
Yeah,
take
but
some
take
blue.
an
Stats on
extra
that?
blue.
You get
Yeah.
extra blue,
Okay.
bro. It's only good.
I have no
wisdom.
money.
Oh, I'll
right.
give you some.
We just made money.
Yeah, we've got
You
the
have
bank.
How much did I get?
He's got
So-
another.
Yeah, you said you didn't want
$500
it.
or something now, right? I don't know. She'll tell you the exact number, but I got
We got-
400 something plus. We just got 2,000.
Yeah,
I've got over 15 grand. I'll help you
That's
out.
nice. Yeah, but you've got a big debt.
Speaking of, are you sending anything?
Yeah,
While
let
you're-
me-
you got a couple days in space?
I want to send 5 grand to my bookie.
What's his name?
Oh, what was that son of a gun's name, Jeremy?
I have
We
it.
haven't talked about him in so long.
I have it.
He's not a bookie. I crashed his ship.
It's who you owe money to.
Yeah, spaceships are expensive.
Do you know what we got?
His name is
in
Talgo?
each-
Talgo.
Talgo Baron.
I'm sending 5 to the Baron.
Because I say, Talgo, fuck yourself. That's how I remember it.
Whoa!
Sorry.
girl.
Can I get started on turning Dinks into a medic?
No,
family
not
special
between the
somehow.
astrogation, that, and
Yeah.
I told the
it's
children
only
to
2
watch
days
tonight.
in hyperspace,
Okay, on the way
so
back. Dinks
won't
is
be
gonna become
quite
a
enough
medic
time
mode,
for
guys.
that. And
Did you
then
just hear me? Super exciting. I'm transforming Dinks into a medic droid.
Interesting.
You're welcome, guys.
What?
I'm gonna
That's
upgrade my
pretty
bow.
cool.
That
Dude,
is
that
amazing. Thank you.
is very important. We have
Told you
no
I'm
medic
like a-
in the party.
I'm absolutely. So now we'll have a back to tank and a medic droid.
I'm
Should
gonna
we
make
move
that
on combat?
bow.
Hello, I be throwing stim packs out like blackjack dealers
Jer,
in Vegas,
What
man.
can I do with the bow? How
We'll
can
do
I?
another time.
Okay, cool.
On the
missed
flight
it.
back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want it anyways.
as LOA jumps on the console and sets the hyperspace coordinates up front, things seem
I put
just
my
about
right
right.
foot
And the
paws
2
up.
days pass without incident while you all take some time to rest and recover.
And meditate.
Mora takes a little bit of time in the back tank. Phobin meditates. You start messing with your new skifter.
I play with my hawk.
You're playing with your hawk, training him a little bit.
Sharpen my nails.
You're working on everybody's gear. And then, as soon as you guys are getting ready to exit hyperspace, who's in the cockpit?
Oh, he flies.
2 of you are in the cockpit.
Oh, us, yeah.
Immediately exit, alarms blaring. As in front of you,
Oh, snap.
Whoa.
you see.
Good,
That was
huh?
pretty
Wow.
good, Yeah.
That's FX.
You see a communications satellite that looks to be rather old. In places, it looks like maybe it's already fallen apart. There is a single docking port open on its side. The satellite itself is almost entirely dark. There's just a single green light that shines from an antenna. It doesn't seem like to be like it's trying to seem very out of notice.
What's
It's
the
hard to
sense of
even
threat?
pair out. It's hard to even like pick it out visually when you're just looking at it. It's just that green light that's kind of illuminating it a little bit. And as you are out of hyperspace, for whatever reason, you arrive just a little too close to this satellite. And as you start to like pull away to avoid impacting it, you see just under that antenna a large battery that whirs towards you and fires.
What?
Love it.
Let's go.
Alrighty,
Go
I'm
into the document.
putting.
I need everyone to roll initiative. It's gonna be
Let's
vigilance.
go.
And first,
I love this. I jumped into the gunner. The
one
gun.
second. Well,
Yes.
it's gonna be on your turn.
Well, no, that's where I train my hawk.
Totally.
Vigilant?
1 second, guys. Don't give
He
me the
doesn't
results
like to be
yet.
cooped up inside. He likes to be able to see space.
Don't give me the results yet.
No result.
How are you
What
rolling?
did we roll it against? The vigilance?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just a roll. For initiative. Just see if this go first.
Yeah, exactly what I've done.
Cockle.
3 success and
Don't
1
give me the
advantage.
results yet. 1
Oh,
second.
nice. Because it's based off of your success, I think. Yeah. Let's go.
Wow.
Dang it.
Okay, what was yours?
3 success, 1 advantage.
Okay.
What was mine again? One
Anybody?
2 success, 4 advantage.
I have 2 success, no advantage.
Okay.
1 success, 2 advantage.
1 success, 3 advantage.
Okay.
We crushed it.
Crushing rolls.
I love that we always nail our initiative.
The California crush roll, please. Thank you very much.
The ship takes 9 damage.
Whoa, whoa,
What happens if we fail?
What did you roll over there? Yeah.
Can't you evade? No.
No, I want
Was not ready. That's
to push my
just-
deflector shields at the front. I want to soup up my
9.
That's the
defense.
effect of your despair, as you immediately came in too close and the thing targeted
Oh,
you right up front.
There was
Sorry,
a despair. I
guys.
missed that.
Wait, your despair wasn't on a...
It was on the astrogation. check
Astrogation,
again.
so I'm like
Oh,
mapping
so
the
we
charts
really are
here.
integral to this.
Oh,
Go
God.
ahead and note
Yeah,
down
right.
9 damage.
Because he
Jeez.
flipped it and gave me 1 red on a 5 and 2. What's happening?
sorry.
Ew.
That was for the marker. Oh, yeah.
Can we make it into the document? How far are we now? Since we did come too close.
Yeah,
9
you're at
damage?
medium range from the station.
Translate. What does that mean?
Medium range. It's a
How
ship.
many turns would it take to get there?
1 turn if you're really flooring it, but you'd be docked then on the station. But right now, it is Mora's turn as the ship is impacted, and you're all shaking. The only people who know what the actual threat is currently are the 2 of you in the cockpit.
Cool. First thing, oh, Volantis.
So
I'm
you're
Can we
clearly
yell-
taking fire.
Can we yell over the comm?
We'll say that if you guys want to swap, Mora, it's your turn. If you want to give one of them your initiative turns this round.
No, if you want to do your thing, do your thing.
No, I would much rather give it to you if you know what you're doing right now.
Can I please? Where are you, Zombie?
How do you do that?
What you trying to do?
I'm trying to put my shields up on the front where they're shooting from. I want to convert all my power, my shields, to the front.
Different types of alarms.
That is
So
amazing.
you want me to fly straight in?
Klaxons, yeah.
Okay.
I want to practice that.
Where are you? Where are you? Here.
That's the predator.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
You feel 3 red lights
I'd like to
triangulate
boost
on
my
your
shields.
forehead.
Okay. What does that take? So you're going to take Mora's turn?
if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I also give her like an advantage?
People are
No,
So this is
we're
what
just
I
switching
do
turns
as
right
a
now.
pilot?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to make your move.
So
Yeah.
is that an action? Is that a maneuver?
I just suffer, the system suffer 1 strain.
It should say up top if it's an action or a maneuver.
Oh, it's
in
an
that
action,
category.
sorry.
Okay, so that's your action for the turn.
Yeah.
So system suffers 1 strain. You've noted down the damage on the ship.
Yep.
Okay.
If I've got an armor of 4, that takes it out like soak.
Yep.
Great.
Same.
Done.
If you guys let me take the next turn, I'm gonna fly this bish right into the docking bay.
3 mechanics roll.
Yeah.
On a
If you
success,
guys ever wanna
increase the
shoot,
defense
just let me
in
know.
one zone
Otherwise
by
I'm chilling.
for 1
Can't shoot.
per.
I'm only here for this.
So it's a mechanics check. That's automatically added. Mechanics is 2 and 3. Okay. Yep. So
What are you doing for your maneuver?
I'm
Or is this to roll for the shields?
boosting my shields.
Okay, go for it.
Obviously up to the front where we're facing that
Yep.
giant cannon. Now, on a success, increase the defense in 1 zone, obviously the front shield or whatever the one we're facing,
Right.
by 1, and then add an extra 1 per success.
Okay.
No good. That is 2 success, 2 success and 2 advantage.
Okay. So go ahead and suffer the 1 system strain,
Strain.
and then you can increase the success in 1 zone by 2. So
That'd be
you're-
the front shields.
Okay, so it's total at now
3.
3. Okay, good. Okay, next up it's the turret again.
Oh,
Good. Good.
So I've obviously like. Where
I'm gonna
somebody
flip.
said it. Angle the deflector shields.
As you turn the shields forward,
Yep.
definitely boosting them, but it only lasts 1 round.
Oh, I heard a couple despairs of
a lot of that.
Wow.
No despairs.
In the
Well, we want him to roll despair.
this is like when the Royal Star
We
is
don't
getting
have that.
blasted in Phantom Menace.
I'm gonna bring us straight in. We're coming in hot.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
Some damage. We got damage coming. Guys, we have damage coming.
Depends where. Oh, no, you just have to bank it.
You put them all on the top,
You just crit.
so I'm just coming
Yeah,
straight
great.
in. And we'll e-break
that
it.
is 8 damage.
Jeez.
This was supposed to be
What are
the
you
path
rolling
of
over
least
there?
resistance.
As the turbo laser.
See, never take
Warlock,
the
you
simple
see it
route.
And you try to turn again, but you're just too close. Unfortunately, this battery, even with the shields forward, it blasts through the shields and still impacts the ship.
Whoa, what is that, guys? What's going on down there?
Maude, 8 damage.
Trakak is not enjoying this.
Yep, so I've got 4 armor on it, and then I've upped the defenses 3, so that only was 1.
And how damaged is our ship right now? Is it like stable?
We're okay.
Okay.
Okay,
out of 20.
Phobin, you feel 1 rock, 2 rock is now, you've taken 2 big impacts to the
rock.
ship.
Anyone? Nope.
I'm gonna ascend quickly to the turret.
Okay,
See
you
what I
quickly take your turn, go up to the turret. It's going to be 2 strain if you want to get there and still have an action.
Possibly.
You jump up and you see that there is this large
I
turbo laser
speak in
battery.
and I say, "Do you want me to fire,
We have 2 turrets. Is that
or
right?
should we ride it in?"
Both.
Hold your action. Let's just park this. Park my Volantis.
Can I hold an
Hack.
action?
You can. I'll let you.
If
you
if
can't
for any
really
reason
hold
they
your
don't
action,
make,
but
make it in, I'll take a shot. If they miss or
you can't really hold your action in
Okay.
this system.
If you have a shot, take it. Well, one way or
How
the other, I'm
difficult is it? If I
parking
sit in
this.
this, does it look like I'd be able to get a good shot off, or is
Yep.
it just too tumultuous?
No, it's too difficulty. It would be.
2 difficulty.
I don't know if we should shoot if we're coming in to try and talk.
Yeah.
You got
I
your
mean,
gun
they're
ready?
shooting at us. They didn't seem to care.
We'll apologize later. I'll take 2 strain.
Okay,
Don't ask permission, ask forgiveness.
go
Okay.
for it. So it's your gunnery,
Gunnery.
and it's 2 difficulty.
We have a speeder. I forgot.
Oh, that's good.
It started off so horrible. He's like,
Great
so
kid.
that
Don't
is,
get cocky. Thanks, Jay.
1 success and 1 strain.
Okay.
1 threat. So I take
So how much damage is
So I
that
take
using the
additional
turret?
strain.
Yeah, you'll take 1 more strain.
6. One success?
Yep.
6.
Okay.
And this is considered combat, so I can recover it, right? Later.
Yep. 6. Okay. You land a nice hit against the turret, and a part of its like plating just completely
Does it
blows
seem
off.
old?
It does seem rather old, though it seems like not as old as the rest of the station. It still
Okay.
seems pretty outdated.
I
Okay.
say it took a nice hit. It fell apart.
Why don't the 3 of you, who are like either in the cockpit or in the turret, go ahead and make perception checks for me. These are 2 difficulty and a setback.
2 difficulty and a setback. Perception. Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
take that.
No, you're not. You guys are still inside the
chilling,
ship,
we're
so
waiting
you're
for
I'm
not.
in
our-
one of the turrets.
Not yet.
Difficulty, a
That's where I hang
setback
out.
against perception.
I literally hang out there.
If you want to flip a destiny point to be in one of the turrets, you can be.
Boy, that's weird.
But you were asking like what? I didn't get anything modified. I literally hang out with the hawk in the turret. Like that's all I do. I didn't get anything
failed
modified.
You listened. If he's ever anywhere else,
I'm never anywhere
okay.
else.
Next time, if it comes up, fine. You're in the turret. You can go ahead and make the roll too.
1 success,
Hell
1
yeah.
threat.
Next time he has to flip.
1
it,
success,
I'll be
1
there.
threat. Yeah,
What am-
exactly.
What am I rolling?
Fail.
1 fail. Okay.
What am I rolling?
Claire, didn't Claire roll?
No, because she's not in one of the turrets.
Gotcha.
Gunnery, oi, agility.
I'm rolling my gunnery.
No, you're not willing to shoot. This is just a notice. So
Oh,
it's
got it.
two perception, 2 difficulty, 1 setback. You had 1 success, 1 threat.
2. Oh, that was an advantage. 2
Failures, 1 advantage. Okay.
2 failures, 1 advantage. Yeah. So I'm like.
I think I'm rolling this.
Okay. 1 setback. You added it.
No. Did you have a setback in yours?
Yeah.
Fine. Big roll.
2 success,
3
3
threat.
threat.
3
Okay.
of those ugly ones.
Yeah.
As you're kind of looking, you find it a little difficult to make things out. You see that this turret, it seems to be probably like automated. Like there's there's nobody inside. Doesn't seem like to have
Yeah,
anything
so
like that.
maybe not.
As you're looking,
Don't you share.
you also see that despite the darkness, behind the turret, like a little further off from the station from where you are now, there seems to be 2 like metal ships maybe or metal devices on the back of the turret that just seem dormant.
Okay.
You can't really tell what they are, unfortunately, with the threats.
Do you think we
But
should
I-
shoot it?
But you do notice that there's something there.
Like, how
But
big is this turret?
The turret's
Like oversized giant?
no, it's not like an oversized giant turret. It's like a
Is it like
normal ship battery.
Those ones on the surface of the Death Star?
Kind of, yeah, like a turbo laser but smaller. It's like a ship battery.
I let everyone know over the comms what I saw.
Okay, Auroch, it is also your turn as you're coming and letting people
Okay,
know
so
about-
I want to bring this ship into the docking bay, but based on my vantage point, I should be inside that turret's range if I have a successful trip in there, and it can't just unload on us at the docking bay. It would blow up the station, correct?
Exactly.
All right, I'm making a move to go straight into that
Okay,
docking
so
bay.
you're going to try to
Nice.
just push through.
Our shields are on the front, and I'll
Yep.
be making evasive moves. Man, I'll
As
be
you're
doing
pulling
my
through
thing.
its line of fire, go ahead and give me a piloting check.
Okay.
Can I actually add a bonus because I can co-pilot? with
Yeah,
piloting?
girl.
Let's go.
I think you
pilot.
had to do that on your turn, and you
Got it.
spent your turn
Okay.
doing other. Did you do a maneuver on your turn?
Yeah. Oh no, it was an action. My bad.
And it's co-piloting.
A maneuver.
And co-piloting is an action. So
That
you would have had to
is-
take the
yeah.
action to co-pilot
Got it.
instead of raising the shields.
Sweet.
All right,
So-
pilot.
Go ahead. It's going to be against 3 difficulty. Actually, we'll say it's 2 because you're already pretty close in. because
Okay.
of Despair. So go ahead, and you have points if you need to flip.
Yes. It's balanced right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that turns this to a yellow.
Right.
Amarillo.
Amarillo.
Yeah, boy.
Those guys. 1 success, 2 threat,
Okay.
and
Can you read?
Nice.
I can reroll 1 on a second chance, but only once per encounter. But I don't.
You succeeded.
need-
Yeah,
it's
you
just
succeeded.
with threat. I succeed. I have 2
Yeah.
threats.
Okay, so the ship will take 2 system strain. As you're pushing it in,
That's
you're just
nothing.
pushing it to the utmost limits of its engine as the turret seems to be firing and trying to catch you, but you're just,
That's right.
the shot's going wide each time.
That's how Auroch does
And
it.
you just slide in to the docking bay and extend before you even stop as it clamps
Oh, nice.
together.
Another happy landing.
Yeah. And the turret tries to fire, and as soon as it sees you docked, it just,
Okay.
And it chills out.
but it's still activated.
How can
So
I
we
turn off
moved
this
into here.
alarm?
The alarm's on your ship.
Oh.
That was saying like your ship's alarm.
And I announce over the comm,
I don't know.
good shooting, we're safe. You can relax.
It could be hostiles.
She took a little bit of a
That's
hit
why
there.
you and him and her will be getting off
Did
first.
anybody calm us?
Nope. But as you dock, the thing seems to be
And-
openable. It doesn't seem like it's super locked down or anything.
That's
Where
okay.
was the green light that we noticed in comparison to where we are now? Above us
Above
or
you.
below us?
Above you.
Okay.
And how big is this
It
thing?
seems
Is
to
this
be-
like many levels?
No, it
Does this
seems
look
to be
like
like a single floor.
wow?
Yeah, it's
let's
a
go.
it's a big satellite.
grab
but
my-
your ship is
I have a
probably
breath
larger,
mask.
like overall in certain areas.
The ship is
I
larger.
have a breath mask, Jeremy.
Can I
Okay.
send?
My name is Bane.
Can I send?
I put it
Tinks
on,
out?
The Phantom Bane.
and I'm gonna talk like this for the rest of the episode.
Wonderful. I'm sure that everyone will
No, you're
love
not
that.
this.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
way better.
Guys, let's go.
Can I
You can
send
talk like that from over there.
Tinks out just to do a scan, just to
You send Tinks out. Do you open the?
Get shot down.
yeah deliver
Okay.
out.
Is it? Did we go through like the membrane? Is there some type of?
Well,
we feel like this
as
is.
she opens that, and Tinks goes through, it does seem like atmosphere floods in.
We like atmosphere. Atmosphere is good.
Chirps back
So
quietly.
I followed
Doesn't seem
Tinks
to be
out
anything.
with my sword.
Okay. You walk out past the docking port
Mm-hmm.
into a rather haphazard, disorganized mess. You see a big kind of open space with a lot of different crates here. The crates have a lot of food supplies
Mm-hmm.
and similar like consumables and
Outdated
amenities.
packaging.
Some of it's outdated. Some of it seems actually rather recent as you're taking a look at it.
Can you scan for life?
You see especially lots of empty liquor everywhere.
Can't the ship scan for life?
I have scanner goggles.
It
Try.
does
That'll
have-
only work in your visual range.
It has a comm scanner only, so I can only
Oh,
see those
okay.
communications. Yeah.
As you're moving in further, is anyone else with you?
I should hope so.
Yeah,
I'm in the
I'll
back.
go with
I'm
you.
here. I'm with
second
you.
back.
Everyone's joining?
Yeah.
I went with him.
So as all of you follow now Phobin leading
Do you want me
the
to stay
way-
on the ship? Or no?
I mean, we have something to do here, right? Just I've locked the ship down.
All right. I've locked the ship down. I'm pulling up the rear.
Yeah. You all see that this place is a mess.
Protected
And
by
in fact,
Viper.
it stinks a little bit. Like, it just seems like
Yeah.
it's just been
Like a dead ant, like a dead flesh.
No, just like too lived in.
This is a den, peeps. We
And
got some smelly boys.
you
in
see
here.
that there is a cot set up that's behind some like haphazardly hung curtains that have just been like affixed to a metal roof. Like they're clearly not placed like a proper room. and the cot is just kind of sitting there. It looks like it's even got like holes in it. It's not a super nice.
Does it look like it's been upkept? Recent occupant? And like
It looks like in general the occupancy is recent, but poorly kept.
I
and they would
never
have heard
sleep
us
here.
arrive. Anybody that was in this vicinity would have heard our ship just screeching.
Most likely. Essentially, as you open, you let out
If you just
from
draw
the
on it,
docking
it'll
bay
come on.
into this kind of open space,
So
and then
then
where,
I'll
where, there's,
shout.
where there's all these crates and everything, and then further back,
Stuff in there.
you see a large double doorway.
I'll
that's
just shout, we know
separate.
you're here. We are
Okay.
non-hostile.
Okay. Do you all have your weapons out or anything like that?
My weapon is not out, no.
My weapon.
Yeah, my
is-
bow's always out,
Can I actually leave a proximity sensor at the
and I'm not.
the start of Volantis?
Yeah,
Like
you go
around-
back and start
yeah,
to set a
just
proximity
up.
sensor.
Yep.
So, weapons out, and as you call out, the doors to the control room open, revealing a rather old terminal room. And on a single chair that's in there, there is a Mun who is essentially like very tall, probably about 6.5 feet tall, gaunt and hyper thin, pale pink skin, completely hairless, tiny ears on the side of its head, and a totally flat
Darth
nose.
Plagueis.
Oh.
And it just kind of is laying back in the chair with a bottle of alcohol in one hand. Not that loud. Please. Quieter. Quieter. And that's where we're going to leave off for the intermission.
Okay.
Oh, the intermission. All right.
Great.
All right, guys. We'll be back in 15.
15, you got it.
Thank you for joining us for episode 6, and we'll see you on the other side.
Keep listening. My mic's hot. You can hear me go to the bathroom.
Baby time.
That's what everyone loves. Either are you doing Bane voice or you going to the bathroom.
It's time to pee.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for bearing with us through the intermission. We're all better fed now
Yum.
and back inside.
Hey, alarm's off.
Alarms off.
We're safe.
Back inside the satellite, where this large, gaunt, pale pink figure is sitting, slouching on a chair, a big flask in his hand.
Sarah.
Can he talk like Nicolas Cage?
In your mind,
Can he
sure.
please talk like Nicolas Cage, the month?
I can't talk like Nicolas
I'm
Cage.
summoning his.
You can-
I'm
you do
summoning
Mark
his
Wahlberg
spirit right
breaths?
now.
I can't do impressions. I'm sorry. You'll have to bear with me.
Kyle, you've got 2. And one of them is Mark Wahlberg.
I've got more than 2.
As you
20
called
years
out to
ago.
him, as you guys,
Really?
guys,
Not today.
guys,
Silence!
as you've called out to him, he says, "Please, not too loud. Just keep it a little quieter."
I'm sorry. What? I couldn't hear you, man.
No, just take it down.
Oh, sorry.
Take it down. We can speak with our inside, our dingy satellite
What?
voices. And he just winces.
What's your name?
I'm Pax.
Hi, Pax. I'm Holloway.
Hello, LOA.
Keep it down. What's your name?
You could still talk for Pax. Yeah. What-
What are you doing out here, man?
Just taking care of the station.
Taking care of this station for who? It's in shambles.
But it's got it where it
rude.
counts.
Could you repeat that?
It's got it where it counts.
Oh, it's got
What
it
does
where
the
it counts.
station
Someone's
do?
having delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
What's the point of this station? What do you do here?
It's a communication satellite. And then as he's talking, he's interrupted by a few beeps from a console behind him, and his eyes kind of brighten up for a moment, and he says, "Oh, wait, 1 second. I have to hear how this ends." And he grabs some headphones and he puts it on, and he's just like,
Is it a melodrama with our friend the actor?
I think
No!
It's more reality that he's getting on.
What is
he
it?
takes off his helmet. That was incredible.
What's
Man,
that?
what are you listening to?
There's these 2 spacers, right? They're pilots. They do trade routes, but neither of them really cross paths that often, except when they come back towards the wheel, and they keep meeting up, and they've been kind of having this. Exactly.
Oh, you like scandalous stories, I see.
What are their names?
He says the first one,
Sudoku.
Sudoku, and
Master Bot or Master Com.
Marcia and Annabelle.
They scissor.
Saucy.
There it is.
Okay, Phobin.
That's Kyle.
That's all, Kyle.
I like the Kyle Phobin more than
Oh man.
That was good.
Question.
Glad I just should be glad you
You
guys.
seem to be
woke me
okay
up
with
for
the
that.
volume on that.
Oh, he says, well,
Lying, pink, pale.
it was probably normal.
Little ear.
normal volume.
When was the last time you had a visitor? Check your calendar.
Couple months. I don't know. Couple
Your-
months.
Your
I get
weapons.
deliveries every once in a while. No human
Are
visitors.
you wondering why we're here?
I guess. Yeah. Are you gonna kill me or something?
No, your weapons fired
Yeah, you
upon
shot
us.
at us.
We're here more for
That's
information.
just the station. Proximity. You guys come
You
in.
did a little damage to my
Nobody's
ship,
supposed to really
Volantis,
be
though.
here. I don't mind. I'm glad for the company, but
Your door is literally open.
Anybody need a drink?
I'm okay. Thank
Need
you,
some
Mr.
work done on
Pax.
our ship.
Damn.
From your guns.
Before I leave, I will probably poke a hole in all of the bottles you have.
Oh, please don't. I'm not getting
not
another
telling him that,
shipment
but
for
just
like
so you know.
2 months.
Who do you work for? Who do you watch out for this satellite
Who
station
sends?
for?
Yeah, who do you send this information to?
I'm not really supposed to talk about.
No one's really supposed to talk about it. Doesn't mean that we don't talk about it, right, guys?
I mean, I could trade for the information.
What is it you're
He
looking for?
won't smash your alcohol.
Pretty boring around. Oh, what?
But don't worry about her.
Oh yeah, what are you interested
no,
in
he
trading?
kinda
You know
like hugs his
Kalos.
flask.
You know Kalos. We're all.
What? Who?
He's referring to Kalos. And that's why we're here.
What's the other thing?
Hex.
Have you heard the name Kalos?
Do you know Hex?
Hex, I
Yeah,
know.
you know, I thought you might.
How does he react to Hex? Is he?
You're not drunk anymore.
He's
So
still,
just
he's
like
still,
sitting
he's
just
still,
on his pay
he's the
stub?
kind of hungover where you wake up and you're still drunk. It seems like he's also just woken up. There's like stains on his shirt.
Did he even
He
know
looks
that
pretty sloppy.
the station shot at us?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
You could see like that there's a readout and it shows like your ship.
Do you
docked
work
and-
for Hex?
Not really. I mean, I don't
Who pays
really.
you your money so you can buy your substances?
I mean, it says the hive on Abheen.
Oh,
You know Abheen?
no.
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 You don't know Abheen? How long
No.
have you guys been around here for?
And apparently not that long, man. We're just trying to figure out where we can find Hex. Now you must
This
have
is Abheen.
some.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I would have
Do
known
we
that.
know that? Have we been there?
No.
Well, then.
But I feel like I would have known that
But you
with
know it's
my...
in the sector. With your role earlier, you might have
If
You
Sorry.
work
heard.
every shift here?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If I'm.
There's
if
no one
I'm-
else.
Nope. Just go to PAX.
Do you alternate with someone after every few months?
Nope. Kind of on a
What's the point of
permanent shift here.
And who did you
Working.
say
That's
that you
called
send this
slavery.
information to?
a
I mean, I don't
permanent
do
shift?
anything manually. It just kind of all streams
What's the
through.
point of working
thanks
if you
to
don't have
our
time off?
friend Hex. That's a great question.
It's funny that you say our friend Hex because he is actually our friend, and we would like to find him, but he's a hard one to track down.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he's like dead or something, right?
Yes,
but
but-
us really, we really know the truth because we're his friends.
You know what?
Right. He like
You know
died
what?
and like left behind a bunch of
Let's
shit.
go get these guys some drinks. Let's go.
I like the way you think, blue guy.
As we start walking by, I push you back to the computer.
And
Let's
he
go.
Goes
Yeah,
and
I'm
searches, and you
trying
can
to
see
think
like the crates of liquor are not quite they're not quite like full anymore. He's definitely starting to run low on his stash, and there's quite a bit
Who drops
of
off the
alcohol.
shipments?
You ask
Oh,
him?
you're running
Yeah.
low on liquor.
Yeah, he's starting to run low.
That's interesting.
How
He
big
says-
is my horn?
Guys,
Gotta let
I
people
can't
talk,
answer
man.
anything.
That's crazy.
he says, I get deliveries from the hive every once in a while, just requesting supplies.
And does the hive work with Hex? What's going on?
I mean,
know
Hex
Hex,
kind
we don't know
of.
the Hive.
Well, when I got here, he'd already set this place up to
Who?
Hex.
Our buddy Hex.
If you needed to contact Hex, how would you go about doing it?
Maybe a medium.
And where would
He's
that
not
medium?
dead.
I mean, that's news to me. I mean, I don't particularly care. He just made this whole thing possible, patching in the satellite and fixing it up, and you know, getting the hive their information, the comms data.
While the drinks
Yeah,
are being
so-
shared, and while he's getting a
just
little
starts to
inebriated and
hand you a
chatty,
few.
I just.
I'd
throw it
like
in
to
my
hack
shoulder.
the terminal.
Okay, you jump on the terminal.
Yep.
You see that the two main things that you see are, one, a very encrypted feed, and then second, there seems to be like a much lesser encrypted feed, which is what he was listening to, which is just random comm chatter that's like not protected at all.
You mean that
Most of the rest of the data just seems to be streaming straight away, like being beamed somewhere. So while you want to try to access the terminal, go ahead and make a 3 difficulty computers check. In the meantime, the rest of you are back outside. He fills up your horn with some.
I was gonna give him some because I still have some.
Oh, yeah, he'll definitely.
My God.
And I'm gonna stay between
Oh,
him,
nice.
him, and coming back to the room.
Okay,
So I'll
he
just
he
concentrate on
tries
stalling.
your. Oh, hey, that's fresh. That's good.
Yeah, man.
Can I keep this?
Not the
Maybe.
horn.
All right. He like finishes the flask, and then.
Get him nice and drunk, buddy.
That was the idea. Thank you.
I should have visitors more often.
Yeah.
You guys,
You got a triumph coming your way.
y'all are cool.
Beep, boop, boop, boop. 4 success,
Okay.
1 advantage, and a
Ooh.
triumph.
Nice. As you start, as you start accessing the terminal, and get info on the satellite, you discover a few things. One, if you'd like, you can start to like push open into what the actual comms data is. You see that most of it is just like empty chatter, like it's just whatever spacers are talking about. But there's a lot of like clearance codes and things like that for hangars nearby and things like
Take
that.
them all.
Okay. Well, I'm giving you a couple options on how you want to spend your things. So
Got
if
it,
you want to,
got it.
so
For success.
you know that there's some of that information.
Yep.
In addition, there seems to be some sort of tool. As you're working on the terminal, part of the wall slides away as you like, oh, there's something here, and you click it open, and you see a device which looks like a scrambler key of some kind that is plugged into the wiring of this like station. And it's clearly like on it, and it's shielded and protected, but you can also potentially deactivate it if you wanted to. And lastly, you also get a lot of the kind of history of the satellite, like a lot of the operation of the satellite, and realize that this satellite has been here for not just like a long time, it's been there for like centuries.
Whoa.
And that previously, you also find a lot of information on it that is from the Separatist shadow feed, which with the Triumph, you'll know offhand in all your successes, the shadow feed was essentially like a piggybacked feed on the HoloNet that the Separatists used for propaganda and communications and that sort of thing. And it seems like this satellite, once upon a time, was used for that sort of broadcasting.
So what are my options for what I can get
So
out of
if
it?
you'd like, you can either get a lot of that comm data and info, or you can
Get the secret panel thing.
get access to that.
All right. So with the codes, it means that we can go to the other planet, basically, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, the clearance codes I think would be good. The scrambler, I don't know what it does.
How can I use a scrambler key effectively?
You'd have to spend some time with the technology.
But what is a scrambler key?
Scrambler keys are kind of like home-pieced technology, so a lot of them have different purposes. This one seems like it's really wired into the station. With a Triumph, you would know that removing it would probably
Wipe it?
not necessarily wipe it, but would affect what the station is doing and probably stop whatever it is it's doing.
The thing that the station is
Contact
doing,
with
though, is just
X.
obtaining
Can't hear you.
communications in the ship, right? If I deactivate it, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world.
If
is
you
it?
deactivate it, you think it'll probably stop whatever broadcast it's sending right now.
Which is not,
to
which is a good
to
thing.
APN, but that's what it's. I mean,
We want to shut down what the separatists are doing with propaganda, don't we?
separatists are
bad.
gone.
Oh,
The station was used during the Clone Wars by the Separatists. Now it seems like it's just still being used for
These are the
scanning local
dinosaurs.
comm data.
Dinosaur.
I'd like to see where the data is being sent.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll say is that what you're going to use your Triumph on?
What am I using my 4 successes on?
4 successes is just how quickly you do it, essentially. So you like do it faster so that he doesn't notice and he's still quickly drinking.
Got it.
But yeah.
So
You can either get directly like where it's broadcast, get either the communications like data, so you have kind of a bit of a log for it yourself, or you can get access to this scrambler key that's kind of built in.
I'm over with the drinkers. So I
And then
can't
while
tell
they're
you what to
drinking,
do.
I'll say, do you want to go check on her?
yeah,
I'll keep this guy occupied.
yeah.
Here's my situation.
Okay.
I can either get a scrambler key, I can get access codes, or I can find out where the data is being sent.
I mean, let's get the access codes. Do you think? I think that if we get the access codes, we'll be able to get to this planet without hurting our ship anymore.
So why are you guys looking for Hex anyways?
Well, we have something
like
that
the
used to belong to him. We're
This is
trying
like
to
Oh.
find
old,
him.
out-of-date station.
pretty,
and, like, where's the information even
Nice
going?
of you guys.
Well, the last transmission we could find from him was one
Find out where
that
the data is being sent.
either was originated from here or came to this station.
You must have looked pretty hard. I
That's
thought this
scrambler
place
key.
was pretty under the radar.
I mean,
But
like anything hidden behind the
I
secret
mean,
panel
yeah,
is-
he actually, and he starts like trying to head back towards the communications.
Well, wait a moment, man. Speak to
Well,
me.
but
Get
he
the
set up a
information
thing
we
in
need
here.
off the scrambler key.
Wait, did you get him the good stuff off the ship?
Mhm.
We just came from the wheel.
Whoa. Really?
And he is a connoisseur of
I mean, I can tell that.
beverages.
Listen,
The woozy boozy.
we have
Right.
quite a few libations you might enjoy
Well,
on board.
sure. I guess we can look at that stuff later.
Would you mind if, actually, you could go look at those things now?
panel
I
thing.
realized earlier you said you like to trade
Yeah,
things.
and we'll find out where
Well,
it's being sent.
Well, it's
It's
just
been
kind
a-
of boring around here. So if you had anything I could pass the time with, like some really good booze.
we absolutely do, and what we're looking for is information. Would that be a trade you'd be willing to make?
Woozy boozy?
And we have some of these.
I think I could be amenable to that.
Woozy, woozy, boozy.
Woozy fuzzy woozy.
We have some of what's the actor's name?
Dirk Sandman.
Dirk
Sandman.
Sandman. Hollow Films.
I'm not really a hollow film. You can make a negotiation check.
Your loss.
Sandman likes himself a bit more than
It'll be a 2
the
difficulty
masses.
negotiation check, and you're gonna get a boost because he's
Drunk.
drunk.
Ooh, I'm gonna pass.
All the
one,
good.
One of your greens can become a yellow. For me.
You gotta earn it though.
Sick town.
I'm giving
Yeah,
you
you're-
the boozy. Oh.
Woozy woozy.
Woozy, woozy.
Oh, I'm helping.
That's, 2 fail, 1 advantage.
One advantage. He's
Damn it, man.
but I mean, I'll try it. You get added to the pile. Won't make me upset.
How about Aleph takes you to the ship and you can pick from our finest liquors?
Sure. You want the information first or after?
Yeah.
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 Okay. And he starts walking back towards the control center.
She's on the fucking computer. Why would
I'm
you
done.
say that?
I'm done.
Sorry.
He,
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you already made your choice on what
Yeah.
you were taking
So-
off?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
as he's getting close to it, he sees that you're on the computer. What are you getting? What are you choosing?
Oh, you guys are coming back and he wants to go onto it? God damn.
Well, I wanted him to go to the ship, but apparently that plan didn't go over with everyone, so he's walking directly to you.
Then I can't get the scrambler key because he needs access to the computers. So I can only take
You might
the...
not be our...
As you guys are deliberating, Pax, like you see Pax and the crew behind you, and he looks and he says, "Oh, you're pretty handy with computers."
She certainly is. Can't keep our hands off them.
I really
Well,
can't.
I mean, it's kind of rude to touch another man's machine, but
How about an extra bottle of liquor?
this is, yes,
Yes.
this is what I was talking about. And he points to the scrambler key in the wall.
Yeah. Oh, I was just admiring this lovely piece of work. Tell me more about it.
Well, it's by hex, and apparently it automatically encryptedly reroutes the communications to the hive on Abheen. Well, I think it reroutes it actually up to the shipyards.
Why not send it directly? I'm an idiot with this.
To the shipyards instead of the hive?
Well, if the information's important and it's
Hive's
gotta get
trying
the
to
hive, why doesn't the hive just get the...
Trying to stay secret. You know how it is with technology. The more you
Certainly.
bounce it, the harder it is to follow. I think it's kind of like one of those things. And Hex was apparently quite the slicer, or it is, I guess.
And this is one of his keys.
Have you ever touched it?
We
I
should
mean,
do
there's
it.
there's a shield. I'm not really, if I mess with stuff, then I stop getting my shipments. And
You won't need to mess with it. We'll just play around a bit.
well,
It'll be fun.
I'd rather if you didn't.
Oh, I totally get that. Imagine if I didn't, though.
That wouldn't.
Well,
that-
we're not here to cause you problems. We're simply, like I said before, we're looking for hex. So, these transmissions you get, that's what interests me the most.
Well, I didn't set up the station, so if you're looking for hex, you should probably talk to the colloquids on Abheen.
Who's your supervisor?
I talked to Ref. Ref, he's one of the colloquids.
Mm.
You know those. You never seen the Malians?
I haven't seen them, but if that's where you believe we can find them, I think we have some
I mean-
liquor
Do
for
I know
you.
that? Do I know what he's talking about?
I mean,
Should
the
we still
you
get
might
liquor?
if anyone wants to
Or
roll
do I know
knowledge.
who's
If
indigenous to
Knock
it?
him out, guys.
anyone
Let's
wants to
take
roll
this
knowledge
scrambler
and
key.
knowledge to know about the
Knock 'em out.
colloquids, you can.
Sure.
Who's
Okay, so
rolling
we
for
still need to
that?
give him liquor.
I mean, I'm the one asking, so
Seems
it's
pretty
wrong, right?
Yep,
I don't know. Great, but how hard is it?
it's gonna be 2 difficulty.
2 difficulties. Oh.
Checking your microphone.
Did you unmute it?
Am I able to talk to you guys with him? Yeah, this guy's half drunk.
Here we go.
Does it seem like we're gonna get stuff from this guy?
That's a 1 advantage.
One advantage. Colloquids are an insectoid species. You don't really know beyond that.
Just look at ones.
You don't know.
Okay, insectoid.
He says, but they had this place going for a bit. If anyone knows, Ref does a lot of the hive outreach, I guess, projects, external projects like this. So he'd probably know more than me.
Hey, Pags, I
Yeah.
bet you can't finish that whole bottle in one go.
I mean, I probably could, but then
Show
I wouldn't,
me.
I wouldn't have any more
Drink.
tomorrow.
We're getting you new bottles.
Drink.
Yes, all of it, all of it.
He passes out.
I put an Ohio State shirt on.
Woo.
You did it. Well done.
Sorry, just
No, that was a good push, man.
that was good. And he's definitely like a little just ratty.
So I pull you aside real quick. Wait, don't get that scrambler anytime. This guy's an idiot.
Yeah. Yes.
I agree, and I don't even think we need to give him a
Shut this
bottle
down.
of liquor.
Suppose Hex is working on our side.
If you're gonna go talk to Ref, just
Yes?
Colloquoid's not as friendly.
Oh.
Kind of like
Oh dear.
Quite
We don't
scary.
want that. Do you
Nah.
think that maybe instead of going there, I can just find the answers here?
I mean, I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, 'cause
You don't
Look,
look so good.
look,
Max.
Look,
I mean, you could take a look in the computers if you want, but if you touch the scrambler key, probably. I mean, they told me not to touch it,
Got it.
and
And they're there we go.
yeah.
The last thing you touched, you weren't supposed to. It
I
caused us
know.
a great deal of
There's also those
Redemption.
security protocols and stuff.
Are we on camera?
You know, he kind of pulls up a camera, and you see the two metal things that you had seen earlier. Apparently, I've never seen these really activate, but the Scarab fighters supposed to protect this thing here.
What can you do to make sure those don't come after us when we leave?
Woo! You got any more of that alcohol?
Yeah,
that was
we've got
good.
Dude,
plenty
We've
more.
got plenty.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You should go on this. You should go on the ship.
No, you won't stay on the
Pace
ship.
myself, and he just kind of sets it down. That's a nice jacket too.
This won't be a jacket you'll be taking, my friend. However,
Can't blame a guy for trying.
I don't blame you. We can bring you some more liquor, though.
Take a sip and hand it back, huh?
Knock him out. guys.
Yeah.
Sip,
Do
sip,
we need to
pass
knock
it.
him out?
Sorry.
Can we?
Son, we
Is
can't
that
come
what you?
back here.
I don't want to, but I don't
He
control
can
what
just
you do.
trip on his feet or something, guys.
This guy's definitely gonna pass out. But I agree, we should make sure he doesn't shoot us when we leave.
He's not gonna shoot.
No, but the
Will the cannons fire when
Can
we
we
take
stop
off
it?
from here?
Oh, I can shut down the battery.
Okay.
That would be
That's what we should
fantastic.
We need to get him to
first.
stop drinking.
Or else we can't bring you more alcohol.
But I don't know about the ships.
Jeremy, with my triumph for success and an advantage, what information have I actually been able to get from them?
You hacked in, so you essentially have full access to systems. For the most part, one, the information you got is this was used by the Separatists as a big shadow feed installation. Two, this thing has been around for centuries, and it's pretty stealthy. Like, there's not a lot of people who have clearly spotted this, and has been kind of piggybacking on communications in the sector
Yep.
and just broadcasting pretty much everything pretty distant. Like,
Yeah.
as far as it being
like
outdated
pirate radio.
technology, it's
Yeah.
pretty powerful stuff.
Yep.
And you would be able to know that a lot of that is coming from the scrambler key, but removing the scrambler key,
But
like,
we don't know
it's clearly
where
tied
the-
in. You're
Yeah.
not sure entirely how that will affect things outside of at least shutting down that broadcast. Which
The
seems to be
information is
the
being
point of the
relayed
station.
to
to the
what's it called?
Abhian,
Abhian,
and there's
Abhian.
the shipyards is what.
But we
he
don't know where it's
pointed you
coming
to.
I
from.
feel like during that whole conversation.
From the sector, it's scan like this
It's
satellite
always
is
from
scanning
everywhere.
and,
I
and
think if you
putting
pull that
the
thing
information
out,
there.
it's gonna
So it's culling the
It's like an
information.
information gathering
Is it
app.
processing
Well, I
it?
at least
No.
want the clearance.
It's not
for it.
refining the
At all. It's
information
just
or organizing
broadcasting
it.
all the information.
And her guy
So
is over
this is
there.
an information gathering
Exactly.
hub,
You went for
and
information.
it's sending it there. So that's
yeah,
where we
with
have to go.
access codes.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
So-
think that was the choice.
Has this guy? I'm going to name this planet. The other one,
Ju-
with the insurrection.
Nizon.
What's going on Nizon?
This is
Can we
lots
get that
of fighting,
information
slaves
from
pushing
this that
back,
we've just hacked?
Trandoshan slavers.
What's going on with Nizon and the other insect people? Are they friends?
I don't think so. Hive kind of keeps to itself outside of a few projects.
Does Hex have anything to do with the Nizon?
I don't think so.
You don't know anything about Hex.
Hex, I mean,
He thinks Hex is dead.
He's working for
So
Hex.
just Jeremy, while all this last
He's working
conversation's
for
been
the
happening
Hive.
and the drinking
Yeah.
and like the skull
Which in turn then
competition,
works for him by
can I have
killing the
downloaded the
connections.
access codes?
definitely.
Great, cool.
Yep.
That's something. Yep.
All right, we're going to see you soon.
So you go and he doesn't mind you being, he's not pushing you off the station or
Yeah,
anything.
so I've
you're
just
still
like stripped it
typing
of all
and
the
he's
data.
being fed drinks like an IV drip.
Can I grab him a couple bottles from the ship?
Totally.
All right.
Can I disable the scarabs?
Go low shelf.
You can go and take a look.
Yeah.
I'll say, since you already got the trial, I'm giving you a lot already.
Yeah. Access
It
codes.
doesn't seem like there's a way to disable them properly. It seems like it's really like hard coded into the scrambler key.
Got it.
And like when it's kind of like a dead switch.
Yeah,
that
when I
turns
take
them
the
on.
scrambler key, that'll
There's
come
no
out.
reason why they should come after
Why
us.
don't you make a mechanics check for me?
Okay.
As he's kind of identified the fighters. You hadn't seen them before, so make it like
I had seen them, and I let everyone know.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
On the way in.
I saw them as well.
So you might not have known what they were up front, but now that he's kind of pointing them out to you, go ahead and make a 3 difficulty mechanics check for me, if you want.
3 diff ain't nothing for you.
Or knowledge warfare, if anyone has knowledge warfare, would like to do that.
I'm not very knowledgeable, Jeremy. I don't know if you noticed that.
So that would be 4 success and 3 advantage.
No need.
Okay, so just because you're fascinated with technology, you don't really know it as a history thing, but this is one of those areas where that kind of coincides. Scarabs were early Separatist era ships.
Yep.
And unlike the later eras, these tend to be independently controlled. So they don't actually need a remote control brain to like drive them. In fact, everything's built into the ship itself. So there's no like remote access to shut them down, which
Got
is part
it.
of what
But
made
there's
them.
no pilots either.
There's no pilots either.
Got it.
There's droid brains,
Yeah.
droid brain ships.
But we don't know what would trigger them.
He seems to think it's tied to the scrambler key.
I want this scrambler key, guys.
Scrambler
once
could
you
help
take
with
that,
the
it's going to
hologram?
activate.
Yeah.
The data crime?
I do. It's Hex's.
We can come back here
It's
for it
Hex's
if we don't
signature.
find
As
it.
if we're already here, knock him out. Let's grab the key and let's bolt.
No.
And then get shot.
Yes.
You don't need to knock
No
them out.
chance. No chance.
Suppose
you
Hex
can't open
is-
that. Period. We have to get
I pull
somebody
her
who
off to the
can.
side. Suppose Hex is on our side. Suppose Hex is doing good stuff. Suppose this message, this relay needs to happen.
Hex is a
That's why they're doing it in secret, to keep it away from...
serial splicer. I think he's tapping into the
He's,
wheel.
Hex might be causing the insurrection on this planet, the slave planet. Maybe he's
I
working
agree
against the Empire.
100%.
Maybe he is. If he's not, we're gonna come back here and take it.
I know the last thing you wanted was not a good thing, and you did it.
All
And if we can't find him,
Open this already.
I've fudged up one scrambler key once. I've healed everyone 17
has.
times.
These
I
are
have
two
fixed
very
everything on the ship, and I
She's a
try
tone.
one
But listen.
scrambler key?
listen.
Yeah,
if we can't
right,
find Hex,
guys.
I know a way to find Hex if we can't find him. We take the scrambler key, and he's gonna have to find us.
I mean, we can always
Let's
come
go.
back, but the moment you take that, you activate the scarabs, and they're going to come after us.
Please let me just take it.
No, I can't control what you do, but I don't want you to
Oh,
do it.
how do I?
For the comms.
Toot, 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 toot. I have my bionic arm.
Are we on camera?
Sat back.
Did you
Doesn't
grab
seem
it?
Like there's a bunch of cameras.
What did you just do?
In
I think
fact,
she
like the
just
cameras that you
did it.
do see are just like hanging and like the wires are
Scrambler
breaking
key's my
off.
weakness. Scrambler key's
Alright.
my weakness.
Damn it!
Haven't we had to
So I
go
have a
all
bionic-
this way just to get this thing?
Cybernetic arm.
Don't do it.
He's
already
he's
did it.
there. Like
She already
he'll
did it.
see anything you do.
Just don't do it.
She's dead.
There's
She
no
already
point.
did it.
We'll do it. We will do it at a later point.
Have you not done it yet? I thought you did.
Ding.
What are you trying to do exactly?
Smash
Just reach
the
into
panel.
the shielding?
Yeah. Oh, what kind of shielding is it? I'm just picturing like a glass case,
No.
like smashed here on the
Energy
kitchen.
like shielding.
Oh, no, my
that was
cybernetic
what I
arm's
was
gonna
giving you the
fry
opportunity
me.
to shut down with the Triumph. That or the comm or the. But you used your Triumph for the comm.
I thought it was just to reveal it.
It was revealed and then it's shielded because it's hooked into the electronics, so it's like exposed electronics.
I did. Okay, yeah.
Get
It's
us
like
all
force
fucking
fires.
killed.
Big.
So are you throwing your bionic arm in there?
No, I thought it was. Yeah.
Lose your bionic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He just kind of is looking at all the liquor you guys have brought him, and he's like starting
can we
to
get
Are we
sort.
ready to fly
I'm
here?
gonna
Or
try
should we go to the
this
insurrection
first,
planet?
And then this one.
Without
I think
a-
we'll go to where
Maybe
I think we go to that
this one.
planet.
Yeah, let's go to that action.
Talk to Ref.
All right, we're going
We're
there.
going to the insurrection.
He's
They,
like,
they're less friendly here. There's some war and combat going on over there.
Let's go to there.
You
if this
guys
is where the
leaving
information's
already?
going.
I know we're
I'll
gonna go there,
be
but I'm still gonna
back.
go for the action.
We've been
To
here
say
7
hi.
days, man.
what?
We've
Oh,
been here
man.
for 7 days.
I need to stop drinking.
Or keep drinking. It's
Or
fine.
that. Yeah.
We'll be back
Probably.
before you
know,
know
it's
it,
like you just go
buddy.
back
And when
around
we come
enough.
back,
Believe me,
we'll
I
bring
know.
your wife. She hasn't seen you in forever.
All right, let's go.
Just leaves him in a blur
As
of
he's just sitting
confusion.
there
What,
on his
married?
cot, you guys climb into your ship and
Don't forget your proximity.
head back towards Abheen, this time pushing past the wheel. You guys have a few more days, about 3, on your...
And where am I riding?
In the turret, baby.
I gotta fix my.
Do we have enough time to turret ship? Yeah.
Can we fix the ship at all while
You
flying?
can definitely try to make some repairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a mechanics check, but otherwise you're going to need
You're a
like
good
raw
mechanic.
materials and resources. But you are headed towards a shipyard, is what he had pointed out. The imperial, the not imperial shipyards,
right.
but the shipyards of Abheen.
Okay, and that's where the signal was going.
That's where the signal was going.
Repairs.
I thought we were looking for Carlos Val. Or
Carlos
Carlos Val.
Val.
Yeah, I've been confused because I thought the same.
Kalos Val went under the name Hex.
Thank you.
And we feel the person.
Oh.
That's
we
what,
got.
that was one of the early things.
Oh, it's the same.
Sorry.
The information that we got from Mom was that the best way to probably find Hex was here.
Okay.
Because that's where the hive is, and they may be able to answer that question for
Hex
us.
built this, sends the information there, so maybe
Okay,
he's
got it. I was just
And-
a little confused about who Hex was.
Same.
I didn't get that Hex was the AKA
Hex is
for
Kalos.
Val.
That was in while we were absent. So
The
that's,
hexagons
It was while
were
I
his
was absent?
signature.
Gotcha. We didn't know this. We were asking each other like, who's Hex?
yeah.
Yeah.
So Hex was the pseudonym, the kind of code slicer pseudonym that Kalos Val used.
Perfect.
Previously.
3 difficulty?
Hence the hexagon
and your
symbol
ex-girlfriend's gonna be
in the
working for
signature.
them now.
Let's go, Pana.
2 difficulty astrogation.
2.
Pana are gonna end up
And
together
I'm
No,
gonna
no, no,
flip.
astrogation.
in this turret.
Oh, you're doing mechanics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How damaged is it, the ship?
It's got 6 on its hull trauma and 3 on the system strain.
6 out of what on hull trauma?
25.
Okay, so it's just 1 difficulty.
25.
And which does system strain just automatically heal itself? Or?
Is that
It'll be
healing strain?
advantages on this. That's how I usually do it.
Oh,
So any
got it.
advantages you roll, you can use the heal.
So would I be able to roll to heal my strain?
Surely a success.
You could either roll
Or
or you
we're gonna
recover it all.
heal
So
it.
there's a few days. All you guys, any strain, you recover.
Sure.
You can also recover if.
I thought we recovered our
You did
mental strain
already.
on the way in.
See?
Yeah, I
So
already
it's
took
like-
mine away.
But you can also recover 3 more wounds if you have any.
No wounds here.
No
Turns
wounds.
to 1.
I'm healed.
Wow.
No wounds.
Ready.
One threat.
No, I took it out because I had that spare one.
So you recover. You're able to fix 1 point of damage for each success.
That's a
1,
lot.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
How in the
Great,
world
great.
is there even 7 possibilities?
And system strain?
System strain will say with 7. I'll let you.
You have more successes than
Also-
damage.
Yeah, I
This is
did.
a sick roll.
Should take some time just sailing through hyperspace. Go ahead and make an astrogation check.
Sure thing.
It's gonna be 2 difficulty, and I'm gonna flip for it, so it'll be a purple and a red again.
Not again. This is what botched me up last time.
But this time's different.
Yeah, no despair. This is gonna be a triumph.
Astrogation, I don't have it yet.
Intelligence. You are very smart, though.
Drat.
You're good.
It's 2 success, 1 advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you guys are in hyperspace, one thing that does happen is you get a communication from Mastercom,
Hey, buddy.
Master Orak is here. What do you have to
specialized
say?
communicator that he sent you.
Oh, you said from Master.
Yeah. And Mastercom says, I've identified a communication from Lakor Threat in case you guys are interested in exploring Nizon,
We are.
either now or when you finish the current leg of your journey.
Don't hold out.
Lakor Threat has been requesting supplies. In fact, here is the message from him. And he plays a hollow image for you, which you kind of put up on the hollow display in the comm. And you see a ruggedly handsome man in his like 40s who looks
He's
to
dressed
be
well.
dressed in like military slacks. He's got like a vest over it. You can see
Yeah,
a
he
lot
does.
of ammunition. You can see a blaster rifle on his back, a pistol on his hip.
When you say military, does that mean like Imperial?
No,
military? Oh.
no. It looks like just like
School of
mercenary,
War.
yeah,
Gotcha.
type of
Opposite.
gear. Exactly, stuff you've
Opposite.
seen plenty of.
Fighting against them.
And as he looks directly into the camera, he says, "Wherever you are watching this, the turmoil in the galaxy no doubt feels far away. But from where I stand, let me tell you, it is closer than it seems. Across the galaxy, the Empire tightens its grip. A force for tyranny that leaves nothing but despair in its wake. A foe that seems insurmountable. But I promise you, it is not. We are fighting back. And you could too. You could make the difference, could be the difference between victory and loss, between the continued subjugation of countless species, including the Nazarene people here on Nizon. And he motions, and you see behind him almost like a refugee camp of these large, lumbering figures. They're about as tall as Wookiees, broad shoulders, arms that hang like low to their bodies, almost like gorillas. You could be the difference between the continued subjugation of countless species, including the Nazarene people here on Nizon, or their freedom. This is a call for assistance. We need people willing to stand up against the Empire, against injustice, and fight for what's right. Or at least help us fight. Doctors, technicians, soldiers, pilots. We'll take all the help we can get. And if you have no skills to offer, then come with a desire to make a difference. Bring supplies, Bacta, weapons, and join the fight and help us free Nizon from the slavers, bounty hunters, and imperial profiteers. If you're interested, reply to this message. We have no payment to offer. All we can offer is a chance to do the right thing. Lakor threat, out.
Guys, he read my book. He quoted it. Utopia for Revolutionaries.
I kick my legs up and I say, he makes a very compelling argument.
We can change course.
They said that they wanted technicians.
Again, I will say my vote went to that.
As you guys pull out a hyperspace, Mastercom signal, he sends you essentially the address to reply if you're interested.
Okay.
You see before you a planet covered in large shipyards that ring around it. There is clearly a heavy Imperial presence here. It seems the area where you've been directed to with your codes as you're kind of putting them in is not on the other side of that, but to the side of it. It is not directly the Imperial area, but it is very near and adjacent to it. And with the codes that you put in as you're asked for clearance, it seems like you have kind of immediate access and entry, and there's no like scrutiny. It seems like you just kind of pass as like a merchant ship.
Right.
And are
Do you
allowed
think
in.
Hex is working with them or these freedom fighters?
Well, it was easy to get in, but like our drunken friend said, they won't be very happy to see us. And on the other hand, there are people who need help, and I know what the left
I'm
wants.
gonna
both
need some
sides.
parts from the shipyards, though, if my Volantis keeps getting bashed around like this.
We cannot do anything to draw attention to our ship here.
Shipyard, I need parts. That's how it works.
Well, the ship's running well right now.
Why
Yeah, but-
don't we
Yeah, there might be a
why don't we
shipyard
take
here.
parts from someone that's not Imperial?
Okay.
Because shipyard doesn't seem to be entirely Imperial.
Okay.
There is-
Imperial
My
adjacent.
point is, this guy, they said systems were shutting down here, helping this revolt to free slave people, and that was a trace of Hex,
Yeah, Nizon.
Kalos, Kalos,
Kalos.
Golf ball.
and then the information that Hex set up is being sent to this place, which is weird. It's, I don't know the correlation.
Just from like game talk, I can't keep making those kind of ship repairs without ship parts.
No.
Yeah.
Not without. Yeah, I'll say like with the amount you fixed, that probably exhausted the supplies you have on your ship to fix the ship.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you need to like spend the money
Like
because
I was
that's
saying,
expensive
steal
credits.
whatever we need.
What?
Steal whatever we need.
Steel.
From this spot that we're going
Or
to.
buy.
Should we have a vote to where we go right now?
Well, we're
I-
here,
we're here.
unfortunately.
Oh,
I vote to make sure that our ship is going to be able to withstand whatever happens when we get close to this like battle situation.
Yeah. Agree.
Well, let's try
But
to
if we have
purchase it
these-
first, legitimately.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we
Very
stop
well.
off at the
Yeah.
shipyard?
As you dock in the shipyards and you continue to plug in your codes and sort through the data that you kind of pilfered from the satellite, you find that the broadcast, at least like from what you detected and pulled out, I mean, you essentially, that was part of the information that you got. The broadcast that is pointing to the Imperial shipyard seems to be, as you kind of lined up over a map of the shipyard, to a specific cantina called the Overload. And it seems like that is the like receiver to the satellite's
boy.
broadcaster.
Got it.
So that's where we're going.
Guess we're thirsty.
You dock in the shipyards, and it seems like there's a large refueling depot. If there's any supplies you need, you can purchase.
Is there someone on hand to make those kind of?
I have credits and I can negotiate pretty well.
yeah, I can negotiate well with you.
Is there someone to ask us, like, do you need anything?
Yeah, just a foreman. I mean, it's going to be usually for the parts that you want. It's about 500 credits a whole point.
Aleph and I would like to
How
talk
many
to
are
the
we looking
foreman.
buy?
That's up to you.
For a
10.
point of repair?
Yeah, 1 point of repair is usually 500 credits.
So we should buy like $5,000 of it,
Yeah.
at least.
Easy.
Okay, so just so you know where we're at right here with our money, we have 6633 in our group loot, but about 2,400 of it is the three of y'all's.
Didn't we have additional group loot, or is this it? We've
This
always
is
had-
it. This is
I added
total.
the 825.
Yeah, we haven't taken your any.
Why don't we
y'all's
take theirs out?
825.
Take your shares out.
I'm not. I'm okay.
I'll put more back in if we need it. But everyone take.
Well, we will have enough. It'll just cut into somebody's personal. But if you get in
Why
your,
don't we get like 8?
Doesn't care.
And doesn't cut into it. Like whatever we have left, let's just spend that on ship parts.
So 500 credits per damage.
Why don't we just get 4 and spend 2,000 on it?
Or I was gonna say, why don't we get 8?
5. Happy with 5.
4,000.
25.
five is fine. I think 5 will be fine.
6.
3.
I want to be safe.
Guys, whatever
Look,
you want.
if something goes wrong on our ship, we all die. This isn't like
Let's do
get
$5,000
a med pack.
worth. Like we're gonna make more money soon. Like let's just that'll give
Okay.
us 1633 in the bank.
And know what
5,000
everybody's
credits. Who wants to negotiate for it?
I'll negotiate, and
yeah.
my friend here will assist.
Oh,
Bless
bless
you
you,
3 times?
Oh.
4 times?
Oh,
Bless you 4
3 difficulty.
3 difficulty.
We are just about to make 100,000.
I'm using.
You
120.
go yellow on one of those.
160.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
What am I using here,
140.
brother? Can I use cool?
Negotiation.
Can I use, what am I using? Just negotiation?
Negotiation.
160.
Yeah, and then you'll get an upgrade from
Yeah.
them.
Verde Amarillo. Nice. Bless you.
Bless you.
4 success, 2
Successes.
threat.
4 successes, 2 threats.
COVID-19.
And you guys bought how much? Tell me.
5,000
Good thing I
worth.
drank
5,000
that
credits.
Corona at the
But
intermission.
I was hoping the
I'm safe.
negotiation would be for price.
Yeah,
My
it is.
man.
Corona? Emergency?
Okay, so you guys get away.
St. Pauli girl virus is not going around.
Paying $42.50 for
Claire,
the
minus
for the
40,
10
minus
instead of the 5.
42.50.
Oh, nice. So we got a
Great.
deal.
Yeah.
Well done,
Thanks for the assist.
As you guys negotiate a bit with the
John
foreman,
Stockton.
So that's enough to
And
fix.
technically, it
you
doesn't
can write
cut into
somewhere you
anybody's
have materials for
margins.
10 points of damage.
Phobin, we were able to get the parts already. Now we can
Let's go do our thing.
find the source of this
Overwatch,
signal.
you said?
The overload.
Overload.
Is the overload on this place?
It's on the
Okay.
shipyard, yeah, it's within
Gotcha.
the shipyards.
Do you think there's a double meaning in that title?
Either way, we can go there or we can head straight to the other planet if you like.
No,
Well, we're here, and you know, the signal's beaming here. It's just a cantina. It's not like we're going through Imperial security. Does this look like, as we get off the ship and walk around, that there's Imperial workers and stuff
There are Imperial
intermingling?
workers. It doesn't seem like to be a huge Imperial
They're not
military
extreme loyalists.
presence.
They're just like dockyard.
That's right. Most, I mean,
Well,
in
maybe they have
general,
a Jawa juice.
you guys would know, like in the galaxy in general, the Empire's pretty much like made every industrial project like state owned that they could, right?
Yeah.
They've taken everything over. So any private companies, like you're either now on an exclusive contract with the Empire or you're having serious bureaucratic issues.
Right.
If you're anywhere in like, you know,
Facebook.
known controlled
Yeah.
space. So as you guys walk towards the overload, you do see a lot of workers. There are independent workers here, but most of them seem to be working on some sort of Imperial project or have like an Imperial patch on their clothing or something like that. And a lot of them you see are aliens. Like the humans seem to be typically a little more
foremen.
happier, or the foremen, or things like that. Whereas the aliens, you see Mon Cal, you see Twi'leks, you see Verpine, which are these like
How much security do we see?
Insectoids.
you see a decent amount, but it's not like crazy locked down. Probably you would catch a glance every once in a while, like down a far hallway of stormtroopers nearing the Imperial area, but not quite in the section of the shipyard that you're in. When you make it to the overload is an open-doored bar. The bar itself has almost like Tesla coil pylons along one wall that are constantly surging with electricity that move behind, and then in front of them you have the bar, where there is a Mon Calamari woman bartending and serving drinks. And inside, the patrons seem to be almost entirely off-duty workers who are kind of talking quietly amongst themselves, relaxing. There's a door to the kitchens in the back, and like a server who comes through and brings some people some food, and they all kind of just like look up at you as you.
Can we zero
Come
in on where we think this signal is going to?
Yeah,
And
is there like
does
a
these
terminal?
coils have something to do with it?
Probably not any more specifically than that. The coils do seem purely decorative.
Okay.
They're just like surging electricity on their own in like a somewhat controlled chaos.
You know, in the old days, we just go talk to the bartender. They
Yep.
usually have the most information.
But what are we asking before we ask the wrong thing?
Hex? Do we throw that in?
I wouldn't say.
Why don't we say that we ran into Pax and he's not feeling very well. He looks like he's got alcohol poisoning.
Maybe not that either. Maybe we just allude to information.
I'm a mechanic on a job, and I've been asked to fix a terminal. Deception, that's you?
Yeah, I just don't know what information that garners, that gets us.
The terminal,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Does everybody want to do that?
Would Best Buy send 5 guys to go fix something?
So you guys hang back in you act in your civvies and your, regular patrons, or I can I?
How about she goes and asks that, and I wander around,
Okay,
Around the cantina?
flag my
listening
6.
to certain things.
Okay.
So you're going to talk to her, or did you want someone to talk to her for you?
I need you to help me because I do not have deception or negotiation.
I'm asking.
I have deception and negotiation.
You
I have
do?
a rank as well.
Go for it, bro.
3 with rank.
Alrighty, so Lef and I,
What do you guys do?
we head up to the bar to our lovely lady, and I'll do the talk and he'll do the rolling.
Oh, this
Can I
could
get
be
you a
bad.
drink?
Actually, I'm here to work. I was sent to, I'm a technician. I'm very, very good. It's a very secret business, and it was a very under the radar job to fix the terminal here. Do you know what that's about? I'm just here to do my
A couple
job.
of the like patrons near the bar like look over.
I'm quiet. I'm subtle.
It's a small bar.
Okay. Fine.
I haven't seen you around much before.
I usually work in the outer rooms.
Do you want to flip? I'm giving you an option.
Probably. If he's asking us, we probably should.
You flip, and then as you're kind of saying this, and there's this awkward silence as she's gauging you, beyond the kitchen doors, you see like a sudden surge of electricity. Like,
Oh.
It's
stuff's
playing-
always frying back
playing
there.
up, isn't
Yeah,
it?
go ahead, head on through, straight past the kitchens.
I know the one.
I
Off
didn't
we
even have to
go.
roll.
Yes.
Great.
Sweet.
And you guys move
Do I see
forward.
anything as I'm listening, like kind of easing through the patrons?
Make a perception check.
Just spoke one.
1 difficulty.
1.
Yeah. I mean, it's a small bar. And the 2 of you are heading back, right?
I am following very.
Yeah, I never leave
far
more
back
aside.
so
That
Well,
is
they're
a-
heading into the kitchens, so
Failure, but
not
to
gonna be hard-
advantage.
It's gonna be hard to be any stealth, like very stealthy.
Failure to
I'm gonna
advantage.
go
Failure
with
to
her.
manage. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So the 3 of you
Fail
join, and you
that.
2 stay outside.
I'm a phobic.
Okay. As you're walking around, you don't really catch anything too substantial. You hear snippets of conversation. You hear you get the sense that some people, some of the patrons, are talking shit about a droid.
Classic.
I hope they don't hurt his non-existent feelings.
The 3 of you head into the kitchens. Maura, you a little further behind than the others. There's a couple cooks in there that are just getting some food ready. You can see, as you're walking by, there's a log as you're kind of pushing deep into the kitchens towards the back where there's another door. In front of it, there's a log which looks to have a bunch of shipments that seem to go out. Shipments of food that they're preparing kind of in bulk in crates that they're setting up. And as you push open the back door,
Does it say where the food's going to?
Can I maybe steal a fry?
You gotta roll for it.
sweet potato.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You dip
Eyes
it
on
in
the
the
fries.
garlic dip. If you're gonna take a second to take a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see that they seem to be coded, and one of them says RSS. That seems to be the main one. In fact, as you're looking at it, it seems like they almost all say that, except for a few that seem to say surface.
RSS. Would I know what that is?
Roll a force die. We'll leave it up to left.
Force die. Oh, she.
You do not know what it
No,
is.
no. Too dark.
Logs, RSS feeds.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
You
I go.
push back, and back here you see a large office. And in this office, a terminal. Big receiving terminal that seems similarly hooked into the electronics, exposed electronics again, almost the back wiring, power conduits of this establishment. And inside of it is an insect person being that stands about 4.5 feet tall on 4 legs with 2 small arms here on it. It's covered in chitin, like hard insect skin. And as the door opens, it kind of hears you and turns. It has these bulbous eyes and these small little antennas on it. You're the mechanic.
Hiya, pal. I'm here to fix it.
Get on it.
Yes, sir. Is there anything that's been specifically troubling you? It might
Why are
help
there
me.
more with you?
What?
Why are there more with you?
We're just here to make sure that nobody.
No,
messes
one
with
mechanic outside.
I'm usually friendly and
No,
I
we
get
don't
into
leave her alone.
Outside.
One of us stays.
I'm gonna negotiate. I have to carry all of her supplies.
I'm so frail.
Doesn't look like she has many tools.
Look at this.
Yeah, well, when she works, she needs to be able to work.
Then stay. Leave.
Jeez,
Okay.
it's Franz Kafka.
Get to work.
What's my difficulty roll?
As you start looking at the terminal, it's going to be 2 purple and a red. That's me.
That ain't
Are you
shit for
flipped?
you. That ain't nothing for you, girl.
It's a rude insect, huh?
That's like one
Mechanic.
purple. That's like one purple.
The green one on the right was not part of that roll.
That's
No,
her free
yes.
one.
Oh,
That's
okay,
from my
right.
special mechanic. I have it
My
up
bad, I
there,
was-
so it's on it.
I got
You're like,
both. I'm watching both y'all.
Hawkeye's up there.
One I can see.
Your free one cancels out the red.
Yeah.
oh.
Well, I got thrown a little now how you did that. Oh, no.
Oh, what?
Oh.
A
Are you sure?
one fail and 4 advantage.
You start to work on it, and it seems like you're going to need some more supplies.
Oh, really?
Progress.
Well, they happen to be right here in this
You
bag.
want to flip for that?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Say that you picked up some more supplies already?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
What kind of supplies would I need to hack a terminal, though?
Well, I know you're not hacking it, you're fixing it.
Oh, I'm fixing it. I can't
Right?
focus.
That was my understanding of what you were...
No, I was hacking it.
You wanted to hack it to get in. That would have been a harder roll. Sorry, I thought you were fixing it.
Oh.
Essentially, right now, it's broken. So hacking it doesn't really...
So let me start fixing it and then I'll hack it. Cool.
With the extra supplies, you continue to get to work, and the colloquoid looks at you. What's taking so long?
Look,
It's
listen.
probably been about 30 minutes at this point.
It actually is a lot more damage than they told me over comm, so I'm running
She is really great.
low on my supplies, and I just make really friendly small talk until he doesn't want to talk to me at all.
Yeah.
I've heard that colloids are like super friendly. Do you think that
No,
that's true?
please, I have work. I have work.
I
You're
once
distracting
found a
me from my
terminal-
work. Be quiet.
It's so
Come on,
funny that
LOA.
the red wire.
If you don't stop talking, I will eat your tongue.
Tongue? Jeez.
That would be preferable.
Let's hack this bitch.
Okay, so finally you finish fixing it, though he's definitely on guard a little bit. I'm going to give you a setback as you've got this kind of colloquoid who's every once in a while looming and turning on you.
Oh, I
This
thought
is,
Make
that
it a double setback. I'm doing the same
this is
thing.
going to be a 4 difficulty computers check to try to
I'll flip.
Do you
Get
have any
into it.
special skills for that kind of stuff?
Computers?
No, like to negate the disadvantage dice that you have?
So it's
not
4
on
difficulty and
computers
1
check.
setback.
On a mechanics. Am I mechanics?
Computers.
Or computers, yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is to fix it?
This is the hack. You've already fixed it. You had the extra supplies that you flipped for.
Can I strain to boost?
I need
Or
another
If you want
yellow.
to, if you want to assist her, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take 2 strain, and we'll say that you're helping her with this complicated work.
Okay.
Wiping
Cool.
sweat from her brow and all that.
4 with the setback. You got this.
So I just
Alright.
gave you a boost.
Corner
Did you
man.
get
Yeah,
that?
the
So I'm
advantage.
hacking.
Did you
Okay.
take the boost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, nice. You
Bye.
blanked the purples and the boost. Oh, there you go.
So that's 3 success and 2 advantage.
Okay. You continue to work on it, and every time he kind of like looks back at you, the two of you sort of, you know, make sure that he like turns away rather quickly, either by saying something or you just stepping in front of her while she's working.
Sure, Cox constantly
yeah.
distracting him.
Oh, definitely. Is the hawk in there with you?
100%.
Okay. I'll
This man goes nowhere without
Are you
his
kidding me?
yeah.
Have you seen my mini?
Damn, it's still there. I
No
can't get
matter
it
what
away.
you do.
Oh, jeez.
Damn
Oh,
you, Shrek Hawk.
Tinks and
Cook out
Shrek are
Tinks.
fighting. Yeah. He would definitely be more upset by the hawk being there. Is the bird really necessary?
Yes.
It's a part of the
Can I
honor.
eat it?
No.
Then take it out of here. This is a kitchen.
No. No.
You see that he starts like salivating.
Oh my god.
No.
I've been working hard.
For the money. Sorry.
Meanwhile, as you guys are having this conversation, this is how you're kind of distracting him with the hawk.
Full success rate advantage.
Yeah, you are hacked into the terminal.
Nice.
And you see that this is much more where they're sorting through a lot of that information that's being broadcast from the satellite. It seems like the intent of what they're doing is trying to get a sense of when supply ships are moving in and out. They're also trying to, by virtue of like these less encrypted communications, see when Imperial ships are passing, and they seem to be planning smuggling routes.
Sounds like
And
rebellion.
bringing supplies
we
down
didn't
on
take that
planet, down to Appian.
Fantastic. So we like Hex. We like Hex.
Now I'm feeling.
There's no
better
evidence
about
of like hex or no name in there. This is just how they're sorting with the supplies.
Hex is key. Broadcasting
Exactly.
there. It's Hex.
Hex
But I'm
is
just-
also
I'm
helping the
stoked.
insurrection here.
What?
Remember he said there was something with slavers here? And
Yeah, we've got
Hex,
a-
Hex was doing some stuff to
That's
make
a
things
mixed
haywire
Yeah.
there.
So my backstory with Hex is that I've always admired him but feared him. Now I idolize him.
Poster on
Finally, the colloquoid. Are you finished yet? It looks to be functioning.
It's actually in better nick than it was when it was first built.
Good.
You're welcome, Mr. Sir with the frowny face.
My name is Ref.
Oh, hello, Ref. I've heard about you.
Ref?
So this guy's a short order chef, and
He's
Just
working
cup?
on
Sous chef.
He's not a chef. He seems to be like more of like a business person. He's just saying
This
the
is where
kitchen
you want
thing.
to
Can I just say?
Business ant.
wait, who was Ref again? We heard that name.
Yeah, no, I know. Can I just say?
Oh, we did.
I did a little bit of mechanics work. I work all over in the district,
That's who told
and Pax is really an outstanding employee. He's great.
How do you know Pax?
I'm a mechanic in the region. I've
Pax
worked on
isn't
every
in the region.
sector.
Is he not? What have you been using this for? These transmissions?
Anyway, it was really great.
Ref, my buddy.
No, you.
He starts to like move in front of the door a little bit.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna come
it's-
check on my friend. No, because I have.
It's been a little while. That's totally fair. And as you guys start moving into the kitchens, you see a lot of the workers
I'm
are
still
like,
in the kitchen
Yeah,
eating
yeah.
fries
yeah,
and listening.
totally. You're
to
picking
what's
off
happening.
fries. You see the workers are definitely like looking at you guys if you start moving towards the kitchen. Like you're catching eyes from people.
Well, Ref, that'll be 1,400 credits plus parts. We'll call it a day.
My payment was already given. And at this point, as you guys are moving towards the kitchen, you see a mechanic enter the bar.
Somebody stop. Mora.
Toolbox.
Or
Somebody
take him
call for a
out.
mechanic?
Yeah.
Take him out.
Who's close?
Can I talk to him? Is
Yeah.
he already get into
No,
the kitchen?
he's coming
Nice.
in towards the bar. Like he's like gonna go to the bartender.
I want to step in front and let him know, unfortunately, either you're running late or one of your partners is running early and the problem has already been solved.
Make a deception check.
You got it.
Come on.
It's gonna be 2 difficulty.
2 and a yellow.
Not so bad, right?
Plus 2 difficulty.
It didn't taste like stevia.
Yeah.
Fuck stevia. That's a public service announcement.
But any artificial sweet.
Also, diet drinks. Fuck those too.
Anything else?
Kids.
All right, my man. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I have 3 success, 1
Oh,
threat.
There it is.
Nice.
You see his face falls.
He was running a little late.
Damn it, Joshua! And he just turns away and walks out, arms low. Meanwhile, inside the kitchen, Ref says, "Who do you work for?
I got this.
You're not one of ours."
I'm a freelancer. I take any work that is outstanding that they can't
Thought you said I got
get
it.
I was about to
to.
speak.
I handle it. I'm actually better than most people on payroll. I'm the specialist. I'm the specialist.
Maura, you're hearing all this, and you've seen like Ref's shadow, like by the door.
We have done most of our business with Glitch.
Whoa, no glitch.
He doesn't seem to recognize the name.
Oh, there you go.
Do I
If you look at
enter-
the if you
do
look
I
at the
enter
work,
soon
it's
or no?
He looks at the
outstanding.
terminal.
It's outstanding.
You start to move.
I was heading
Yeah,
that way.
totally. You move in and
He
you
went
see,
to intercept the guy.
Yeah,
who went in.
you see Maura in the kitchen. You guys are now together inside the
How's
kitchen.
the job going in here?
Great, job's done.
No, we can't see them because they're in a
Yeah,
different
there's,
room.
there's
We're just
essentially, you guys are in the kitchen, there's a door
They're in
and
an
an office.
Oh.
So I'm saying to him, job's done.
They are trying to.
I do have a question for you,
Convince
just in
the
passing.
guy that they're
I'm
actually
always curious. What do you guys use this for? What transmissions come through here?
No questions. That's
Fair
part
enough.
of the deal.
We were just here to do a
okay.
job, and we feel like we've
Yeah.
done that. I think you'll be really happy with my work. I've actually got another job that I have to go to. Another job I have to go
His,
to.
art, his
That's
eyes
a weird
dart,
sound, man.
His eyes dart to the hawk.
Eyes off the hawk.
We'll be going. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, Ref. Don't forget to leave
I'll
me a
shoot
good
this
review.
guy.
He moves aside from the door, looks and sees, like, as he opens it, the two of you standing there.
Dude's a creep. Have a good one.
Bye. Got it.
Shuts the door.
Sweet.
Oh, what happened?
He kept making this slurping sound, and he looks like an insect.
Hex
Staring
is
at
working
Chicago.
for the Rebel Alliance. Let's go help that planet.
Who?
Hex.
Who was that?
Kalas Val.
Who was in the room?
Oh.
Ref.
Rough.
Weren't we supposed to talk to her?
No,
That's
the
what I was referring-
transmission,
what was
the
Ref?
contact was Ref. So his boss was Ref. That's just his
You
boss.
said
And he's not
Hex
friendly.
is working for the rebellion.
No, I know that Hex, I recognize his scrambler key, so I know that Hex is feeding the transmission to that planet.
And what's happening here?
I found the data, basically.
So the data basically, it helps to keep the rebellion aware of all of the trade routes that are happening and the imperial routes that are happening so that they can smuggle things to the rebellion.
That's great.
happening
Yes.
over
Should
here.
we not
Why does he
talk
look
to him more?
angry at you?
Because
Yeah.
he wants to eat the bird.
So
he doesn't
walk the
trust
bird
us.
out of the room.
We're out.
We're doing it.
Let's go talk to him.
Ref.
No, we already got all the information
I
we
don't
need
think
from
Ref
him.
knows about
You
it.
can go
It
talk
looked
to him
like
if you
Ref
want.
doesn't like you.
No, we gotta go.
Ref just is a little suspicious. He wants to eat the bird. We have what we need.
So
we
give
gotta
him
go.
the bird.
No,
At least they didn't
I'm
put
kidding.
this down.
No.
we're just leaving. We're gonna go try to get some parts.
Whoa.
No, we got your parts.
We've got the
Ship.
parts.
Got
We're
the ship
out.
parts.
Let's go.
We're
Let's go to
out.
this other planet. Let's
Yep. We're
track
done.
down Hex. Let's save the people.
Yeah.
Answer the call.
Yeah.
I'm not in the kitchen.
Don't you think this guy could give us some information about this
That's what I thought. I thought we were going to talk to him for a second.
we're about to go to?
Well, we have the codes.
Yep.
If this guy is helping with the rebellion and we're going to a planet,
We don't actually
another
know
guy,
that that guy
is helping
helping.
to instill rebellion.
We don't really know. Like the Hex.
And we both
could-
think Hex is feeding information or
Right, but we
assistance
don't
in
know
the
that
boat.
these people are aware that that Hex is feeding that information. For all they know, they're still working for.
Can't we ask the guy on the other
Yeah.
side of the door?
No, it's not. I think it's too much of a risk. What does it
That
matter?
could put Hex
If
at
he's-
risk. If Hex is
I agree.
secretly getting this information that's supposed to be, you know what I mean? Then like
Can we do this? Can we open the door and be like, hey,
Bartender, another drink,
say, like,
please.
Tim and I ran into a friend
This
right
I feel
now.
like I've been here at least
We have
40
another
minutes.
job. We have another
Yeah.
job.
This guy has a debilitated drunk running his facility over
And I
there.
mentioned him, and it was not good.
But this is what I'm saying. If we say, hey, we got another job,
Who did the talking, you or her?
she did it. This is what I'm saying. I said I got this one.
Be very
Okay, but
afraid.
this is what I'm saying to you outside in the kitchen, to the four of us.
Yeah.
Can we not open the door and go, hey, we just got another call. We had a friend here that's at the bar that said that there's a insurrection at wherever this
Nixon?
at Nixon, and we just got a call to do a job on Nixon. Anything you've heard about this?
Nizon.
Nizon.
And this Lazor threat, what's her name?
Lakor.
Lacor threat.
Could we just open the door and say that to him sort of in passing? You know what I mean? See if it opens anything up.
Yeah, you can't because of your bird. I'll do it.
Yeah, he hates you.
I'll do it.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
If
Open.
it's that bird again, I'm going to eat it.
The bird is gone.
He opens the door and you see the insectoid form. It's 4 legs and 2 like Tyrannosaurus arms, just looking at you on this chitinous form.
I hear your name is Ref.
That is the name I was given.
Do you work with Hex?
So I'm not near him, so we don't look associated.
Okay, are the two of you not near
We're
there?
gone.
Yeah, we're standing back. We're eating fries as well.
You guys are all in the kitchen. The
Yeah.
cooks are like
Yeah.
trying to like muscle you out. Muscle young
One of the
ways.
cooks likes the hawk.
We have
Yeah,
something.
it starts getting sure.
We have something of
Making it better.
hexes.
Come inside. Keep those two out there.
Can she come?
She hasn't upset me yet. And kind of opens the door and just glares at the two of you as he just grabs the door and closes it.
That'll be 2.5.
The cooks try to like push you guys out of the kitchen.
Fair enough. We'll go to the bar
Yeah.
next door.
Come have a drink.
As you guys
Been in for an hour.
We're with Orak now.
inside the office. What is the name to you? Hex.
And I say the other name, Kalos.
Val.
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 Kayla's
Small Tyrannosaurus arms. Fold in.
We have something of his.
What?
We are under the belief he is still alive. And we need to bring it to him.
You are looking for Kalos Val.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can help you with that. If you can help me with something.
Fix the bloody terminal.
What is
For
it?
free.
You're not in there. Be quiet.
What are you looking for?
Your crew. You're all together, yes? I need unaffiliated help. There are supplies here at the station we are trying to free. An inventory droid has been taking notice that the numbers aren't adding up. Help me take care of this problem, and I will bring you to my queen. She can tell you about Kalos Val.
Sounds reasonable. I have one other question. There's an insurrection on this planet that begins with an N.
Nizon.
Nizon. And there's a man named Lakor Threat. You familiar with this?
I do not know of Nizon. The Hive's attention is focused on Abhian and the control of these shipyards.
Understood. Where do we begin with your task?
We begin next week.
Next
You got the coldest endings. Look, you got one like warm-blooded, decent, feel-good ending, and all the rest of them are now. What's about to happen? He pulls out this light, and you'll find out next week. And then it's like a light box that he was just holding.
Okay. I didn't roll last time,
Yeah, for your conflict.
and this time, because I did the conflict, but
Yeah.
I was also, was walking around using the force trying to
Yeah,
sense
but
people's
I like
thoughts
doing it
last
more in,
episode.
like,
Yeah.
Slots. So
So-
go ahead and roll the 2d10.
Do you have those?
First
Or I have one
Yeah,
of
we
them.
got
if you
two.
need.
And what am I doing?
You subtract we'll say the rightmost from the leftmost plus the conflict.
Adding, okay.
You're already going dark,
Hey guys,
bro.
thanks
You
for
better go
watching.
light.
We're gonna roll some conflict to see how phobic
7.
mortality. Okay, so 7 minus.
Yeah, Java's getting in line.
That's a 10.
Okay, so that's -3. And then how much conflict do you have?
1.
1. So you go down
Choose
4
that.
morality.
Jesus.
That's
You're going full Sith. What a great way to. What a feel-good ending.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Hey guys,
not.
thanks for joining us for episode 6 glitch.
That's
We'll
a
be
lot
back.
to subtract.
Quiet down. He's got.
We'll be back next week again. We'll try and pushing for 3 in a row. Keep the story going. See what's happening with these insectoids and the hive. And we'll see if the cliffhanger next time is any lighter.
Well, XP, tell everybody the XP we got.
Everybody's going to get 15 XP.
55?
Yeah, 1-5. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week. May the force be with you.
That was great.
What's that total?